The opinions voiced on the Raw are those of the hosts and the callers and not necessarily represent the views and opinions of KTOX and Ruben Broadcasting, or its advertisers. The opinions should be considered as the ramblings of raving lunatics.
You're listening to The Raw with Henry and Miss Raw, brought to you by Pirate Web Radio Productions, Ruben Broadcasting, along with KTOX 1340 AM and 92.9 FM, the Tri-State's undisputed talk leader.
We the people, and all we do, reserve the right to scream, fuck you! Wear your mask, take your pills, now a whole generation's mentally ill. Man, fuck Fauci. But COVID's near, it's coming to town. We gotta act quick, shut our borders down. Joe Biden does, the media embraces. Big Doc does it and they call him racist. We the people. Let's go run. We the people. Let's go run.
Oh my goodness gracious me, mercy sakes alive. It looks like it is another Raw. Hi Henry, how you doing? Maybe he's here, maybe he's not here. Who knows? Henry, can you hear me?
I'm here.
Okay, so you're not going to say anything except fuck you, I'm here. Let me guess.
Can you hear me?
Let me guess. You're on your wireless again.
Yes.
Fix it.
Yes.
Because you're all screwy. Yeah, you're
all
lagging,
fucked up, right?
You're lagging really, really bad, my friend. Anyway, welcome to the program. It is the Raw. My gosh, it seems like it's been forever since we've had a Raw. And Henry, fresh from City Council, showed up on time. I can't believe it. It must have been a really, really short meeting. Holy crap, it's like a 30-second delay. Henry, can you?
All right.
Yeah. You're lagging out. You're lagging out so damn bad we can't even hear you. There we go. Anyway, welcome to the program. Henry will join us back here just a few minutes. He's going to plug into his router, which is appropriate at this time. Anyway, 928-476-0331. 928-476-0331 is the number if you want to join in the conversation. We've got a lot of things to talk about today, especially Disney. Disney Productions is putting out just some. I mean, really, honestly, in the last 5-6 years, it has been absolutely stupid. Some of the stuff that they've put out, and they've been promoting pretty much just things to children that children really should be concerned themselves with. And now they brought out a new cartoon that is that promotes ritualistic killing and blood drinking and the whole 9 yards. So yeah, we'll take a look at that in depth as well. Also in the news. A lot of crap going on in Washington, D.C. But then again, there's always a lot of crap going on in Washington, D.C. It just seems that nobody can get their collective shit together when it comes down to getting doing things right. I mean, the Biden administration, the potato administration, or at least the DOJ, is still pursuing charges left and right on Trump, and of course Trump supporters. There are right now Trump is facing more charges in Georgia as they impanel a grand jury in Georgia to do this. Well, we're waiting for Henry to come back. Hopefully he'll come back. Maybe he just messaged me and said, "Oh, okay." Let's see here now. I've got 5 messages. Let's see. Nope. Anyway, but it seems that sooner or later, they're going to run up against the wall when they are trying to prosecute Trump. They're going to run into a judge who they think they have in their pocket, who's going to say, "Look, stop. This is getting ridiculous. This is nothing but political persecution, and I'm tossing this out, and you. And if you bring it up again, I'm tossing you in jail." So we'll see how that goes. Anyway, 928-476-0331, 928-476-0331 is the number if you want to join in the conversation at any given time. Geraldo Rivera, who has now left Fox, believe it or not, because he cited things that aren't going well. Well, he didn't leave Fox altogether. He just left the shows he was on. He got canned by the 5 and then rage quit Fox. He made the announcement from his home in New York. Unfortunately, the former Fox News host revealed that his next move was not permanent retirement, but rather a return to the airwaves for at least one day. He's going to go on The View. Oh. So, he's going from at least getting some views to practically no views, or at least views because people want to see how stupid he's going to get. But, the moment he made that announcement, of course, he got hammered on social media. He really did. Maybe they'll ask you, is that your cocaine at the White House? One comment. Geraldo, the ultimate flim-flam man, will be on The View on Thursday. See if they give him a contract. Hope they ask you how you've remained a joke consistently through the decades. Well, that's true. He's remained a complete fucking joke throughout the decades. It was nuts. Anyway, hopefully Henry will be joining us again here real soon, because that was insane. And he just got hammered. Fox News has of course slidden completely off the rails as of late. After the firing of Tucker Carlson. One of the things that I disagree with media companies and the entertainment industry in particular is their attempts to make it so that it's very difficult. Number one, very difficult to get on the air. Very, very difficult to keep a job. And if you don't toe their particular company line, well, you're out the door. And this is one of the reasons why things like YouTube existed or exists. Things like Rumble exists, Twitter, Facebook, and the whatnot, because it removes the gatekeepers from the media sphere, and it's really done a number on TV viewership and everything like that. More people tune into online broadcasts like The Raw, and more people tune into to alternative forms of media for their entertainment every night. And it just seems that, TV broadcast stations like CNN, NBC, ABC, MSNBC, Fox News are dwindling in their numbers dwindling in numbers every quarter. And it and it's kind of interesting to watch. The same thing happened in broadcast radio, where when television took on such a big role in people's lives, people started tuning out of radio. Of course, radio didn't help themselves by some of the more common practices they do today. However, we won't get into that. But people started tuning in to turning on the TV, sitting down and watching the news every night, tuning in for programming every night, tuning in for this and that and everything else, and tuning in less to the radio unless they were in the car driving someplace, which is still a practice quite well. And of course, things like XM satellite radio, which I swore I'd never get. I'm ashamed to say that I have gotten XM radio, and we're going to figure that out. Let's call Mr. Henry and see if he is okay there. Oh my goodness gracious me! Let's see if he's okay. Ring ring. Hello, there you are. You doing okay? What's up? You're right. You're working on it. What happened? Yes, it does. We found it before. You just lost it again. That's all. It's you're on your desktop, and is your desktop working? Okay. Oh yes, we're on the air right now. You bet. You're yeah. See, you're on the air. See, I was getting worried about you. Right. Well, I understand. It's all good. I was starting to get a little worried about you. Just, all right. You're not all there. Well, if you remember, there's a little drop down thing on the side of your laptop that you just flip down and plug your Ethernet cord in. You found it the last time. Yes, there is. Trust me. How much money you got to lose? Because $50,000. Okay, I'll bet you $50,000 that there's an Ethernet connection on your laptop. Okay, I win. Just sign that shit over right now. Anyway. Just start signing that shit over right now. All righty, my friend. We'll see it. We'll see you in a couple minutes. Bye bye. Oh my goodness gracious! 928-476-0331. 928-476-0331 is the number if you want to join in the conversation. Yeah, that's freaking hilarious. Poor Henry. Oh, it really is. It's funny. One of these days I will settle Henry's hash and remind him where all this stuff is. He really shouldn't bet me. Oh my goodness gracious me. Well, one of the problems is, especially when you are live streaming, and this goes with all the new media and everything, is to have a stable, fast internet connection, which is good to begin with. Number two, do not use Wi-Fi to stream video because it just can't keep up, especially when you have other Wi-Fi users on the same Wi-Fi unit. It bogs down rather easily. Now, when you go in through the LAN, well, you're good to go. Anyway, 928-476-0331. We were talking about Geraldo. Yeah, good old Geraldo. You know, we love him, we hate him. He's a douchebag. Always has been a douchebag, and forever will be a douchebag. When I was young, I remember watching him. He was, of course, syndicated on WGN channels, and he was on Channel 2 in Denver, Colorado. And I remember him doing these special investigative reports and stuff like that. But the thing that really stands out in my mind is when he went and opened so-called Al Capone's so-called secret hidden vault. Made a huge production out of it. Got a lot of people interested in watching it. They what are they going to find in Al Capone's vault? Are they going to find gold? They're going to find money? They're going to find barrels of alcohol? What are they going to find? Bodies? Turned out to be a trash heap. Turned out to be a fucking trash heap, which was common in Chicago to just bury your own trash inside your house at that time. Because trash removal services, they were there, but they weren't all that reliable. And especially with the kind of crimes that he was doing, he definitely wanted someplace else to bury any kind of evidence that they could have used against him. So you don't have trash to go through. Well, you don't have trash to go through. But anyway, device not connected. Henry's trying to connect, but he's not connecting. They will need to correct their. Okay. There he is. Hi, Henry. How you doing?
Hi.
There you are. How you doing?
Yes, I'm here. I'm
Good.
here, and everything is well.
Good.
Everything is well. Yes.
Anyway, we were talking about Geraldo's big Geraldo Rivera. You know who he is, right?
I do. He got a chair thrown at him.
He got lots of things thrown at him.
Okay.
But besides just being a douchebag, his biggest failure in the world, of course, was not just getting a chair thrown at him, but the
vault,
the Al Capone's vault.
Yes, it had a bunch of garbage in it.
Yeah, it had nothing but garbage in it. Well, the thing is, that was the thing to do way back then. Okay, you had an empty thing. It was a garbage chute. It got full. You sealed it off. You moved to the next one. Now, mind you, especially with him, it was important because anything that he threw away could be potentially incriminating evidence for him. So yes, he's going to throw away junk that's going to sit there and decompose and be found by a
Geraldo Rivera.
By Geraldo Rivera, 100 years later, or whatever, and be absolutely worthless, and then of course he could be mocked and ridiculed for that for the rest of his life. But he's going on The View. I know you'll be watching.
Yeah. Let me think about it. No.
Yeah. No. Okay. Well, see there you go. Yeah. No. You won't be. You won't be watching it. Oh, we lost Henry. Okay. Well, he'll be back, I'm sure. Anyway. 928-476-0331. 928-476-0331 is the number you want to join in the conversation. I don't know what the hell's going on with Henry. We'll figure it out. Anyway, So yeah, he's going on the View. So if you want to watch that, and let me know what you see. Let me know what you see and hear. Let me know because I guarantee you, I will not be watching it at all. We'll bring back Henry and Tundra. Hi, Henry. Welcome back to the program.
I don't know what happened.
Oh,
I got Ethernet connected to it and everything.
that's all right. Well, you just dropped. It's all. It's all good. It could also be that there also could be some issues with your ISP, which is oh well. Okay, we'll deal with that as it comes up because we know the guy who owns it.
Yes.
We know the guy who owns it.
Oh, I just saw him today.
Well, he comes to all the good city council meetings, doesn't he?
Yes, he was a city council member.
Yes, he was. Well, the thing is, he was asked to leave the city council because he was and he did so voluntarily because
conflict of interest,
because he owned services that were selling things to the city, especially internet.
Correct.
And
Correct.
and rightfully so. He should have stepped down, and he did.
Correct.
Or it's either that or put it all in trust, which would have sunk. You can't do that. Too small of a business to actually do.
Yeah. Yeah.
However, it's I trust him. He's a good guy, and he does the right thing, and he did the right thing.
Yeah, he did.
He didn't even complain.
No,
much.
not at all. No, not much.
Much.
Yeah.
Oh, darn it. Okay.
Unlike another person that's on the council right now,
mayor,
our mayor that has an interest in. From what I understand, what I've been told by a person she sold it to, sells insurance for the tours at the Old Garces.
I know.
That's a conflict of interest.
I know.
And there's no books on it that I've been presented.
Well,
anyway,
we've talked that one to death.
We've talked it to death.
Except I did Sunday. Yeah, did I do that Sunday or did I do that? No, I did that Sunday. Sunday, I presented a new career path for small city mayors.
Yes.
Which looks promising. It's fun and exciting.
It does, but you get arrested first, right?
Not necessarily. It depends on if you get caught.
Well, we go into houses and we inspect them, right?
Right. In the middle of the night.
In the middle of the night, of course, yeah. You can't do it during regular hours because you got a regular job.
Well, of course you do. You have a regular job, and of course, the middle of the night is perfect because if somebody's squatting there, for instance, if it's an event, you'll surprise them. You'll be able to rouse them out easier,
right? Right. Or if someone throws a rock through the window,
far be it, that's a police function, sorta, maybe, debatable, but as the executive head of a city, I mean. Take personal responsibility. Make sure that your city is clean, and people are doing the right things by entering their houses in the middle of the night.
That's right. He wanted to make sure, and he was unaware that it was occupied.
Yeah. Yeah.
So an honest mistake.
Oh, sure. Everybody will understand.
It was due to inequity, though, wasn't it?
Being held at gunpoint by the homeowner.
Well, they should have never done that. I can't believe they did that to him.
Well,
oh my gosh, he did nothing wrong.
He's lucky he didn't get shot.
Oh, I would have shot him.
Look, there are places, okay, especially here in Arizona. All right, if somebody breaks into your house, you are
that's legal.
Perfectly within your rights to drop their ass.
Yes, there was a situation here in Mojave Valley about 5 years ago where the guy ran into the guy's house and someone was chasing him. The guy shot him.
Right.
The guy shot him, and the sheriff came out and everything. Says, "Well, we're not going to arrest you now. We're going to investigate it." They investigated it, said it's justifiable.
And pretty much that's how.
Yeah, the guy, he was an elderly guy. The young guy ran into his house, was running through, was being chased, and from what I understand, he had a criminal history, but that doesn't matter. the guy was in fear of his life, and someone entered his domain.
In fear for that's generally what happens.
Yeah.
Anyway, 928-476-0331 is the number if you want to join in the conversation. Holy crap! We've got a lot to talk about tonight. Of course, the headlines for tonight is Disney is promoting evil. You're not gonna like this one, Henry, at all. As a matter of fact, it's really going to make your blood boil. I'm glad I chose to do this, not at the radio station where Pastor.
My blood's boiling.
What's that?
My blood's boiling.
Well, your blood will be boiling. It's I don't know if you heard. Well, we lost him again. Well, he'll be back, I'm sure. 928-476-0331. 928-476-0331 is the number for joining the conversation. But like I said, I'm kind of glad I'm not doing it with Pastor Jones here, because that would really make him upset. Disney has been in my lifetime. Disney was something wholesome. Snow White, the Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Whatever movies that you want. Of course, the Mickey Mouse Club on TV, Mickey Mouse cartoons of various flavors and whatnot. And it all came down. It was just good family fun. Of course, the Wild World of Disney or something like that. A Wide World of Disney, was that what it was? I don't know. A wild world of Disney, where they would show animals from around the world. That was great. And of course, you'd hear from Walt Disney himself at the end of it, and it was just good family entertainment, where the entire family could join in. You didn't have a problem letting the youngins watch on. You didn't have a problem with grandma watching in, because everything was seemingly wholesome. But it's been over the past few years where it has really taken a turn. And we'll get into that when we come back from the break. It is the Raw. I'm your hostess with Moses, Miss Dan Hansen. Of course, we have Henry, who will be joining us shortly again, I hope. 928-476-0331. It is the Raw.
This portion of the Raw could be brought to you by you for as little as $25 a week. For more information, email us at theraw@ktox.com. That's theraw@ktox.com. theraw@ktox.com.
KTOX.
KTOX.
The Tri-States Talk Leader.
Time Call Taxi is here for all your transportation needs, whether it's a ride to work, the store, or anywhere. Time Call Taxi is here for you. Call 928-763-1010, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Going out to paint the town red? Call Time Call Taxi and get to and from your fun in a timely and safe manner. Call Time Call Taxi, 763-1010. That's 763-1010.
Learn how to defend yourself and your loved one. Kingman Force on Force. Krav Maga. Empty hands. Edge weapons. Firearms training. Train like law enforcement with our virtual range simulator. AZCCW classes. Free gun safety classes. Our instructors are AZDPS licensed, NRA certified, and former Combat Special Forces. 3001 Stockton Hill Road, Kingman, Arizona. www.kingmanforsonforce.com.
I'm Rob Hansen.
And I'm Henry Longbreak, along with Tundra.
And KTOX 1340 AM, we are pleased to support the Mojave County Sheriff's K-9 Foundation.
The Mojave County K-9 Foundation teams with the Mojave County Sheriff Department to keep our county safer. It increases deputy safety, and the dogs are highly visible deterrents against robberies, burglaries, and drug dealing.
K-9s can save time clearing buildings. It takes less than the quarter of the time that it would take a deputy on his own.
K-9s can track juvenile runaways, missing elderly persons, fleeing suspects, and provide comfort to traumatized victims.
For more information about the Mojave County Sheriff's K-9 Foundation, or you'd like to make a tax-deductible donation or host a fundraising event that includes a K-9 demonstration, call John Sanchelli at 651-270-0920 or go online at www.mcsk9f.com.
The Mojave County Sheriff K-9 Foundation is a 501c3 nonprofit organization.
Okay, this is the target house.
Yeah, but Jimmy, what about this here sticker?
What sticker?
Right here on the door. These premises protected by Southwest Alarm Service. 763-4331 and 753-2333.
That's just a sticker. One of these companies is going all over town giving these things out to everybody. Forget about it. If you're ever going to be any good in the burglar business, you're going to have to learn these things. Now, we're inside. You get the stuff down here, and I'll get the stuff upstairs. You know, cash, jewelry.
Jimmy, what time is it?
It's about 1 a.m. Why?
Because it looks like sun came up outside.
You in the house. You're completely surrounded. Come out with your hands in the air.
Just a sticker, huh, Jimmy?
Southwest Alarm Service, 753-2333 or 763-4331. Because real security is more than a yard sign or a sticker. Call Southwest Alarm Service today.
Southwest Alarm has the only 24-hour locally monitored central station.
And welcome back. It is The Raw, your host of the most listening to CNHS. Of course, we have Henry and Tundra over there on the right, guarding the sacred phone number, 928-476-0331. And welcome back, Henry.
Thank you.
Yeah. Keep losing connection, huh? I see that. So you keep losing connection, huh?
It seems to.
All right. Well,
that's what the Ethernet cable.
Oh, but is this your laptop or that desktop?
The desktop.
Because I know you were having problems with your desktop. That's why we switched you back to the laptop.
I was.
Yeah. But anyway.
But it seems to be okay because the computer's not crashing or anything or screwing up like it was.
Right.
We'll see how this goes. My brother's going to bed pretty soon. He's streaming out in the other room. That's what's causing the issue with the laptop.
Well,
the laptop does not have an Ethernet connection.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. And we already have a bet, your house for my house, and I'm going to end up owning your house here rather shortly when I prove to you that your laptop does have an Ethernet.
Well, Mike comes with the house here.
What's that?
Mike comes with the house.
Excellent. That's a win-win for me because Mike is a really great cook.
He is.
because I am such a magnanimous person.
Magnanimous.
I will let you live there for the rest of your life. So.
Well, I won't. When I get your house, you're kicked out.
Oh.
Megan can stay there, but you're to the curb.
I'm to the curb. So if you win. If you win, you get my house and keep your house, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
If I win, I keep my house and get your house.
Yeah, but you're gonna be sleeping. I'll feed you in the park.
You feed me in the park.
Illegally
in the park. Henry, that's hilarious. Anyway. 928-476-0331. I mean, you're so super cool. Anyway, Praise Petey is the name of this cartoon that is going to be debuting July 21st at 10 p.m. Eastern Pacific time, of course.
Praise Petey.
Praise Petey.
Okay.
All right, and it is it's produced by Disney. In the Disney studios, along with 20th Television Animation, and with animation by Shadow Machine. Freeform has released the trailer for its new adult animated comedy, Praise Petey, which follows how one modern woman will manage her deceased father's cult. So, yeah.
Walt would be turning in his grave if he had one, but he's frozen.
Yes. Walt would be absolutely incensed with this, and let's watch the trailer, okay? I know you want to.
It's morning again. The sun is shining. The goats are screaming. And I'm still here despite the fact that last night I witnessed someone get ritualistically murdered by my dad's cult that I just inherited.
Oh, here we go.
What the?
Anyway, yeah.
Did she just say what the fuck?
Yeah, well, of course. That's how you talk nowadays.
Walt would never. When they thaw him out, it's going to be 20, 25, 50, and he's going to be an idiocracy.
Evidently. Let's take a look at the rest of this.
I'm Petey. I had it all. Mother!
Here.
What's this?
It's a message from your father.
It's me, your father. The community of New Utopia is all yours.
I just needed to figure out my place in my dead dad's weird town. I'm walking here.
The great daughter! She's arrived!
Welcome.
Mike Judge?
Yeah. I'm new to this being the cult leader thing. Thank you. But I was excited to get to work. Do you need this hammer?
Yeah, just put it between my pecs.
Is this town doing okay?
Nah, we're starving.
You being here means the prophecy of the great daughter's return is fulfilled.
I'll make New Utopia normal. No more human sacrifice.
Tell me what to
Surprise!
Anyway,
I have a vision for New Utopia, and it is right.
Everyone is happy to have someone to mindlessly follow.
I love the leader, and the comet is coming.
Hail Bob.
Hail Bob.
I need to hear so the comet will return.
Oh, God. It's a space cult? Oh, of course. Boomers love space.
Anyway, there it is, folks. It's coming to a disgusting television.
Not even on Disney Channel. It's on Hulu.
Oh yeah, no, they can't put that on Disney. I mean, they would get murdered, immediately. Figuratively speaking. However, this is just down the line with what Disney's been doing as of late. I mean, their programs and their shows have become increasingly weird. I mean, increasingly weird. I mean, while there are some things that you can reboot. Okay, they tried to reboot Little Mermaid. It failed.
Yes.
Absolutely fucking
because
failed.
They got woke.
They went
woke with it. Now,
sort of. You know what? But
yeah,
the thing is, the screenplay from what I understand wasn't there. It wasn't there. The live action version of the Little Mermaid just didn't do it for people. And of course there are all sorts of videos of little kids watching the Little Mermaid go, "That's not the Little Mermaid."
Right.
That's not Ariel.
Right.
What the hell kind of crap you're foisting down on me here?
You ain't gonna fool kids nowadays.
Oh hell no, you're not gonna fool kids nowadays.
No, you're not. And
but
the Wonderful World of Disney. Remember that?
Oh God, yes, I remember that.
Was so
on TV,
clean and wholesome.
Do you remember the Wild World of Disney?
No.
Okay, it was Walt Disney's Animal Show.
Oh, okay.
All right, it was great.
Yeah.
You're old enough to
I'm old, dude. I was born when Disney was open.
Exactly.
The same year.
You know, it was great. It was something you could sit down with the entire family. Didn't matter the age, whether you were 3 years old or 150 years old.
Right.
You could sit down and watch it with the entire family,
Yep.
and there was something there for everybody. And
all TV used to be like that.
Most TV used to be like that. You know, especially prime time.
Mm-hmm.
Primetime TV before you put the kids to bed. Then after the kids went to bed, you could bring out your racier things like Johnny Carson,
right?
You know, and other things. However, you know, but Disney, like I said, now is promoting stuff that should not be in the family friendly genre.
No.
Especially dealing with sexuality and
absolutely not.
Cults or cults that ritualistically kill and drink blood. You know, I don't care if it's a fucking cartoon.
Right.
Now, mind you, I will not be watching this.
Well, Fritz the Cat was also a cartoon.
Yeah.
We didn't go watch that.
And it wasn't on TV. Okay.
No.
Felix the Cat cartoons were in rated X theaters.
Well, you know what I was sad to see when you were playing that clip?
What's that?
Mike Judge.
Yeah.
The creator of Beavis and Butthead and Family Guy.
And King of the Hill and whatnot.
That was sad to see.
Here's the thing. Mike Judge is known for cutting edge stuff.
Yes. Okay? That's crossing the line now.
Well, yeah, it is. He walks out. I don't expect this show to do well at all. Matter of fact, I don't expect it to survive its first season. Honestly, but if it does, well, you know, good. More power to them.
I'm not going to watch it.
No, I don't. I won't even subscribe. I don't even subscribe to Hulu, so you know I have no business.
I think we got it, but that's one of the commercials, isn't it?
What's that?
Hulu.
You can pay for supposedly pay for non-commercial,
but free. You can get it for free with commercials.
No, actually you cannot. You actually have to pay a little to get the commercials.
Oh, okay. So I guess Mike paid for it then.
Yeah, which is weird beyond anything else. So what's for dinner, Henry? And where's mine?
Yours is at Smith's or at Safeway. It is a Boston Market chicken pot pie.
Oh, yummy! Those are pretty.
They are.
I prefer the Marie Callender's chicken pot pie.
Oh no, I like the Boston Market a lot better.
Well, I won't turn either of them down. I won't turn either of them down. You offer me a Marie Callender's or a Boston Market chicken pot pie, absolutely love it. Yeah. So, you know, the only problem is I have a hard time eating it. You know, I made a pretty fatal mistake today.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I just dropped Megan off at my daughter's house.
Uh-huh.
And coming home, I was a little bit hungry, but then again, you know, I've been really hungry all the time anyway because I haven't been able to eat a whole lot of real food.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw that Pizza Hut in Bullhead City now has its buffet open again.
Oh, okay.
I went and paid $13 for the lunch buffet at Pizza Hut. Yes, I was hurting afterwards. Aplenty. My mouth did not like eating pizza.
What I just saw today or yesterday was the Chilling Point, the restaurant in town here. Their advertisement for Monday, it's all you can eat pasta for $12.99.
Oh, there you go. But the thing is, you can't eat it because they have onions in it.
You know what? I could pick through it, or I could take rolled eggs afterwards, which I hate to do. I think this did too.
Well, you know, it is what it is. 928-476-0331. 928-476-0331 is the number you want to join in the conversation. You know, here is the state of entertainment today. I mean, we've gotten down to the point where TV has become almost unwatchable.
It has. Regular TV absolutely has. Now, right now, I have on my TV Andy Griffith, and there's Opie, and there's what's his name in jail.
Okay,
of
why
course.
why is your TV streaming in your same
My
room?
TV's not streaming. It's just on.
Yeah,
It's just on. I leave it on most of the time for the dogs when I'm gone. I just happen to come in and I didn't turn it off.
Yeah.
But see, now that kind of stuff is on MeTV. That kind of stuff is still entertainment. Beverly Hillbillies, Andy Griffith, Bash, some of the old stuff that's the new stuff sucks shit.
It does. It really does. Well,
it's sad. That's our new generation. That's.
I grew up with shows like Eight is Enough, Little House on the Prairie, even some Bonanza before it went off the air.
Okay.
But I've watched it in syndication forever. Those were some of those were exciting. They had some adult themes in there, especially when it came down to murder and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But it always had decent messaging.
Well, it did. It did.
Yeah, it didn't.
It wasn't. Now what they're putting in there, they're putting messaging in there. There's subliminal stuff. They always have, but it's always been pretty good.
Well, that's why they call it programming.
Yeah, but now what they're putting out there is what their beliefs are and stuff like that, which is dividing the shit out of our country.
Yeah, I agree wholeheartedly.
Yeah, and it's like, don't be doing that crap. Just pure entertainment. Leave it alone. Let people make up their own minds.
Oh,
I don't care what just like the news. I don't give a shit what your views are. I really don't care. If you want to report the news, I don't care what your political affiliate is. I really don't. Not if you're just going to report the news. Now, if you're going to report the news and use your agenda, I don't care if I believe what you're saying or not. I don't want to hear it. I didn't turn on the news to hear your opinion. Dylan, shut up.
Well, yeah, obviously, you're not allowing your dog his freedom of expression.
Well, he shut up, didn't he? I could have said it in Spanish or in German.
Well, that's
Cállate, cabrón!
And then, of course, Tundra looks at you funny. Yeah, anyway.
She looked at me, that's not German or English.
What the hell? What are you talking about?
She's catching on to Spanish, but she doesn't mind it at all.
Well, it's all well good. No, but Howard, we're talking about TV programming and whatnot and so forth.
Yeah.
How it's gone into the actual bizarre rather than something that we want to sit down and watch every
right. No, it's gone political. All of it.
It's really gone. It's really not so much political, Henry. Not so much political. Just fucking downright stupid. Okay. It has gone towards the messaging of the populists,
pushing the agenda,
and not even the right populism. Now, have you ever?
Correct.
Do you remember a TV show called West Wing?
Yes.
Now, I actually liked that program.
Mm-hmm.
However, it depicted
Madam Secretary.
That one fucking sucked. That one absolutely fucking sucked. I mean, that one was so far left that you wanted to shoot yourself in the head. I mean, that was an attempt to idolize Hillary Clinton.
Madam Secretary, yeah.
Yes. However, West Wing, of course, showed a fictional president, Democrat president, through two terms.
Dylan, come here.
And that stopped airing. That went off the air just as Obama came into office.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now, if you sit down and you remember what it was like during the Obama administration, all 8 years, and watch West Wing, back front to back. All right. Every single policy point for the Obama administration was made in West Wing. I mean, it was a depiction of the future. You know, not precisely, but close enough to make you go, that's odd.
Yeah.
Why did they do that? You know, it was fun. But you know, one of the things, and of course, I've always been I've always been a fan of programs that make you sit down and think. Number one, and one of the programs that made me sit down and think a lot was called The Newsroom, and that was an HBO special. Maybe when we come back from the break, I will play that the first 10 minutes of The Newsroom, because the speech he made resonated with me so greatly, because I've been in radio, I've been in broadcast media, especially news broadcast media, for so long. It touched me where things probably ought not touch me. No, I'm kidding. But
I knew that was for some reason. I knew that was coming.
Okay, of course you knew that was coming.
I'll send Michael.
But no, it touched me, and when I show it to you, it'll touch you too, because I don't think you've ever seen this.
Okay.
Because you refuse to, and a lot of other people, sit out there and refuse to take my advice in same particular programs, and which is okay. I understand. It's your choice, but tonight I think I'm going to make you, because frankly I think I should.
I got Andy on. I can watch it around and watch Andy.
Well, I would prefer that you actually turn the TV off, so it's not distracting you.
I can multitask.
Sure.
I got the dogs. I got TV on. I'm right here. Oh, yeah, that's right. Where's my phone? I forgot about that one. That's right. Damn, I forgot all about that. Yeah.
The only thing you're not doing is living in your mother's basement, which would be really creepy weird at this point.
If my mother was alive, I would be.
Well, even what
I might be living in Miss Rob's basement.
I don't have. Well, you might be. You might be. especially when I come down and prove to you that your laptop does have an Ethernet connection.
Well, you know what? You are going to be living at the river, and I will feed the homeless in the park.
It's going to be nice owning two houses, one in California, one in Bullhead City. I was going to be magnanimous and allow you to live in your house.
They already said it. No takey backies.
But yeah, I'm thinking about raising the rent.
No takey backies.
What's current rent like there, Needles?
$30 a month. That's including utilities.
That's including utilities. Oh my gosh.
You're screwed.
$30 a month, including utilities, right there. Yeah, sure. Sounds great.
Did you know my first apartment in Huntington Beach was $135 a month? 2-bedroom, 1-bath. Huntington Beach.
I believe
about
it.
a mile from the beach.
I believe it. Huntington Beach was a beautiful area. Still is.
I think I was making at that time a little less than $4 an hour with the union job.
What year was that?
1973 or 4.
Well, see, $4 an hour was still pretty good. But...
Oh, it was great. It was great. One paycheck could cover the rent. And that's the way it was supposed to be. A quarter.
And your living expenses and everything else.
No, the living expenses and everything else was the next check, and so I was able to.
Okay. Well, when I'm thinking of check, I'm thinking at the check at the end of the month, the entire month's salary.
No, I'm talking about weekly.
Okay.
All right. That was a week. That was a weekly. The weekly check. I got paid every week. So 1 week would cover the rent. The next week would cover car payment, insurance, utilities, and then the other ones would cover food and put it some in savings.
The point of the matter is, the entire month you were able to cover all of your living expenses plus save some
on one paycheck.
On one paycheck.
On one paycheck. Now, mind you, at the time I was married and my wife worked. She was a nurse.
Right.
And every year we would sit down and we'd go over our finances, and I'd tell her, go ahead and take a year off. Go, oh no, I like to work, and she'd like to work, and I gave her that option every year because I took off every summer.
Right.
I would take off the whole summer, every year because we could afford it. I told her, take it off. I don't mind working. I really don't. And she liked her job. She liked to work. She liked what she did. She liked helping people. And it's like, who am I to say no?
Who are you to say no?
Well, no, really. I mean, it's
yeah.
We would buy a new car every couple of years, for 2 new cars, one for each of us. And I said, we just won't buy a new car this year. Our cars work fine. We lived within our means. And back then you could live within your means and be comfortable. Now it's so hard.
Have an honest to goodness middle class existence.
Yes.
With good paying jobs, and mind you, okay, right now, you offer somebody $4 an hour, they're going to look at you like you're fucking insane. But
yeah.
But 1972, $4 an hour was great.
Yeah.
Now, mind you,
that was a union job.
In 1972, I was 5 years old, so I didn't give a shit. But
that's child labor.
Yeah, well, that was. But still, the thing is, people could survive on a lot less.
Well, not only survive, live comfortably,
thrive. I mean, holy crap, Henry! My parents. In 1972, we were living in Rawlins, Wyoming. And we had a little house on Orion Street there in Rawlins, Wyoming. Both my parents were teachers. My dad was a teacher at the local high school. He taught distributive education. This is before he went into law enforcement as a summer thing.
Okay.
But teachers, of course, back in 1972 made diddly and squat.
Right.
However, they bought a house, they remodeled that house, and we were able to take, what we thought were fabulous and fantastic vacations. What we do is we'd pack up and we'd leave town for a month and head for the hills and go camping for an entire month.
What
But
better
the thing
life
is,
can you have than that?
the thing is that they were teachers, and put the microphone back in front of you, because you can hardly hear you. Move it off to the side, kind of aiming at you.
Move it off to the side.
Move it off to the side, but been talking to the microphone.
One of these days I'll get a professional microphone and boom and all that.
You have that right now. It's
I know.
like, well, I can talk over here, Henry.
What?
Yeah, exactly.
What? I can't hear you. I have an ear infection.
Oh, that's because you're fucked in the head. Anyway, 928-476-0331. We're going to go take off here in just a minute to take a break. 928.
Yeah, I hear whistling on TV. That must be the top of the hour. Let's see. Where's my phone? 7:59 in 12 seconds.
Looks like, yeah, pretty close. Anyway.
Dylan, I smell shit. Did you shit in here? He was running around warning me.
So you may be picking up dog poop. Your brother.
No, he'll trust me. He'll bash against the door before he does that.
He'll bash against the. So it could have been just a.
Oh, he farted.
He farted. Anyway, it is the Rod, your host of Miss Misty and Hanson. We'll be back after the top of the hour bullshit that we have.
And after I open the door and get that fart smell out of here.
Yeah, see, there you go. We'll be right back.
Bye.
Time Call Taxi is here for all your transportation needs, whether it's a ride to work, the store, or anywhere. Time Call Taxi is here for you. Call 928-763-1010, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Going out to paint the town red? Call Time Call Taxi and get to and from your fun in a timely and safe manner. Call Time Call Taxi, 763-1010. That's 763-1010.
If a natural disaster comes knocking, how prepared is your family? You can't just close the door on earthquakes, floods, or hurricanes and hope they go away. That's why it's important to make a plan now. Ready.gov/plan has the tools and tips you need to prepare your family for an emergency. So if disaster shows up at your doorstep, you'll be ready. Visit ready.gov/plan and make a plan today. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
All right, everybody in the car. Let's go.
What are we gonna do first when we get there, Mom? Go for a hike?
Sure, if you want.
What about canoeing? Can we go canoeing too?
I don't see why.
What about a bike ride? No, I want to fish.
Okay.
I've never been fishing.
Honey, we can do it all.
How long does it take to get to the forest?
It's not.
Is it gonna be long?
No, sweetie.
I bet it takes forever.
It's not that far.
Are we there yet?
Yep, we're here.
Already? No way! Come on.
It's a short drive from your neighborhood to your naturehood. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a neighborhood park or green space near you. Also, find fun activities to do like boating and biking or camping and hiking, plus much more. It's all right in your naturehood. A public service announcement brought to you by the Ad Council and the U.S. Forest Service.
Okay, this is the target house.
Yeah, but Jimmy, what about this here sticker?
What sticker?
Right here on the door. These premises protected by Southwest Alarm Service. 763-4331 and 753-2333.
That's just a sticker. One of these companies is going all over town giving these things out to everybody. Forget about it. If you're ever going to be any good in the burglar business, you're going to have to learn these things. Now, we're inside. You get the stuff down here, and I'll get the stuff upstairs. You know, cash, jewelry.
Jimmy, what time is it?
It's about 1 a.m. Why?
Because it looks like the sun came up outside.
You in the house. You're completely surrounded. Come out with your hands in the air.
Just a sticker, huh, Jimmy?
Southwest Alarm Service, 753-2333 or 763-4331. Because real security is more than a yard sign or a sticker. Call Southwest Alarm Service today.
Southwest Alarm has the only 24-hour locally monitored central station.
The opinions voiced on the Raw are those of the hosts and the callers and not necessarily represent the views and opinions of KTOX and Ruben Broadcasting or its advertisers. The opinions should be considered as the ramblings of raving lunatics.
You're listening to The Raw with Henry and Miss Raw, brought to you by Pirate Web Radio Productions, Ruben Broadcasting, along with KTOX 1340 AM and 92.9 FM, the Tri-State's undisputed talk leader.
We the people, and all we do, reserve the right to scream, fuck you! Wear your mask, take your pills, now a whole generation's mentally ill. Man, fuck Fauci. But COVID's near, it's coming to town. We gotta act quick, shut our borders down. Joe Biden does, the media embraces. Big Doc does it and they call him racist. We the people. Let's go random. We the people. Let's go random. We the
And welcome back. It is The Raw. I'm your host with Moses, Miss Dan Hansen. Of course, we're waiting for Henry to sit back down, and he's doing so right now. Holy crap. Way to be on time, Henry. Woohoo!
That was right on time, wasn't it?
No, it wasn't. Not even close. Anyway, welcome back to the program. 928-476-0331. Of course, Henry is the awesome guardian of the sacred vocal cords. And as I promised, I'm going to show that a monologue from the newsroom. It's called "America is Not the Greatest Country in the World Anymore." You've probably seen it. It's been posted and reposted on many different social media platforms over the years. But it's one of the, like I said, it's one of the most poignant speeches that I ever seen, and it really touched home with me. Let's take a look.
Let's move on to the next question. Go ahead.
Hi, my name is Jenny. I'm a sophomore, and this is for all three of you. Can you say in one sentence or less what? You know what I mean. Can you say why America is the greatest country in the world?
Diversity and opportunity.
Lewis?
Freedom and freedom. So let's keep it that way.
Oh, yeah.
Will?
The New York Jets.
No, I'm going to hold you to an answer on that. What makes America the greatest country in the world?
Not the New York Jets.
Well, Lewis and Sharon said it. Diversity and opportunity and freedom and freedom.
Oh.
I'm not letting you go back to the airport without answering the question.
It's a nod, but it can't be.
Well, our Constitution is a masterpiece. James Madison was a genius. The Declaration of Independence is, for me, the single greatest piece of American writing.
Now, this fucker's this fucker right here, the one who has his pen and it looks like he's sucking his thumb, says probably the worst thing you can say about the Declaration of Independence. The Declaration of Independence was not a declaration of war. Period.
You don't look satisfied.
One's a set of laws and the other's a declaration of war. I want a human moment from you.
That was stupid.
What about the people? Why is America
Not the greatest country in the world, Professor. That's my answer.
Oh?
You're saying...
Yes.
Let's talk about...
Fine. Sharon, the NEA is a loser. Yeah, it accounts for a penny out of our paycheck, but he gets to hit you with it anytime he wants. It doesn't cost money. It costs votes. It costs airtime, column inches. You know why people don't like liberals? Because they lose. If liberals are so fucking smart, how come they lose so goddamn always?
Hey.
And with a straight face, you're going to tell students that America is so star-spangled awesome that we're the only ones in the world who have freedom? Canada has freedom. Japan has freedom. The UK, France, Italy, Germany, Spain, Australia, Belgium has freedom. So 207.
Belgium was.
Like 180 of them have freedom.
All right.
And yeah, you, sorority girl, just in case you accidentally wander into a voting booth one day, there's some things you should know. And one of them is, there is absolutely no evidence to support the statement that we're the greatest country in the world. We're 7th in literacy, 27th in math, 22nd in science, 49th in life expectancy, 178th in infant mortality, 3rd in median household income, number 4 in labor force, and number 4 in exports. We lead the world in only 3 categories: number of incarcerated citizens per capita, number of adults who believe angels are real, and defense spending, where we spend more than the next 26 countries combined, 25 of whom are allies. Now, none of this is the fault of a 20-year-old college student, but you nonetheless are, without a doubt, a member of the worst generation ever. So when you ask what makes us the greatest country in the world, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Yosemite?
Wow.
Listen.
Sure used to be. We stood up for what was right. We fought for moral reasons. We passed laws, struck down laws for moral reasons. We waged wars on poverty, not poor people. We sacrificed. We cared about our neighbors. We put our money where our mouths were, and we never beat our chest. We built great big things, made ungodly technological advances, explored the universe, cured diseases, and we cultivated the world's greatest artists and the world's greatest economy. We reached for the stars, acted like men, We aspired to intelligence. We didn't belittle it. It didn't make us feel inferior. We didn't identify ourselves by who we voted for in the last election, and we didn't scare so easy. We were able to be all these things and do all these things because we were informed by great men who were revered. First step in solving any problem is recognizing there is one. America is not the greatest country in the world anymore.
There you go.
Wow.
Now you see why I kept encouraging people to watch that program, especially the first episode. That's the first episode of Newsroom. Of course, it's an HBO thing, many years ago. But, that's a wow moment. And you sit down and you listen to the words he says. We didn't used to be so damn scared. Yeah. We used to do things for the right reasons. We waged war on poverty, not poor people.
Mm-hmm.
We cured diseases, not just band-aid the symptoms.
Not just Helmer Bay. Right.
We made ungodly technological advancements. We went to the fucking moon, for Christ's sake. And now, what are we doing? Now what are we doing? We're landlocked. Every time that there's a little the sniffles that goes around, we lock down the entire planet. A disease that was 99.9% survivable. Made in a lab in Wuhan, China. Fuck you, YouTube. Gets out, and we shut down the entire world's economy, including our own.
Yep.
We ban people who can't. We ban good, honest, intelligent people who are saying there is something strange about this. Here are some treatments you could try, and we ban those people. We ban those treatments. We say, oh well, they don't know what they're talking about.
Well, for God's sake, President Trump had to get the hydroxychloroquine and ivermectin from Canada.
I'm sorry, but Trump fucked it up.
He did. He was led by advisors.
He fucked it up. Now, mind you, I admire President Trump. He did a good job on the economy. He did a good job trying to rebuild the economy post-COVID. And I think he realized that he made some grievous errors in this, especially errors of judgment when he trusted other people's judgment. But I think he also did it with a gun to his head.
Well, and if you notice the last part of his the pandemic, he didn't even have Fauci on there. He had the lady on there. Fauci never stepped up.
And she was just as bad. She was just as bad. But this goes beyond that. This goes beyond goes to our attitudes. I don't recognize this country anymore post 9/11.
I know.
This was not the country that I grew up in. And I challenge anybody out there to say this is the country that we grew up in. It is not.
It's not.
It is
absolutely
not even fucking close. I mean, one of the things that was sacred were your Bill of Rights. Yeah, they were trying to push gun control, 1969, blah blah blah. They were pretty ineffective with that. They managed to get an assault weapons ban that lasted for 5 years. Found out that it didn't cut didn't do anything to cut the crime rate at all. What ended up cutting the crime rate was actual police enforcement and prosecution and actual prosecutions.
Imagine that.
Yeah, I know.
Imagine that, enforcing the laws we already have. Insane
However,
in the membrane.
However, with that, we did things. We did great things. We took on the communists and won. We took on the communists and won. And then shit started falling apart. And I will say shit started falling apart with Bush Senior. And then started really rolling down.
What's that rain, Miss Rob?
I have no earthly idea. Feels human, doesn't it? It feels human.
The sky is getting really well. The sky's really. I'm looking out my back window, and it looks like the sky's all gray. I mean, it's.
Well, we are starting to move into
Anyway.
Monsoon season. I'll look up. After the break here, I'll look it up. But the thing is, we used to be the best country. We used to be able to. We used to be able.
We did by far.
Do anything we set our minds to. Well, we still can. The potential is still there. But now we're more concerned.
Yes.
Now we're more concerned with children's gender identity, helping foreign countries, doing everything doing everything possible to ruin our own economy forever, mandating things that aren't ready for public consumption.
Right.
Like electric cars, renewable energy,
yeah,
bullshit like that. We did back in the mid 1970s. I'm sure you'll agree that LA had a smog problem.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It got through Colin Pass. Yeah, LA was terrible. It's not there no more.
By 1987, that was cleaned up, wasn't it? Or getting a lot better. Mid 90s, you could see the entirety of downtown LA
right.
from wherever you were. Yeah, there was still a haze, but okay, you're going to get that in the city no matter what. But the thing is, they identified the problem. Yeah, we have a smog problem here in LA. We need to fix it. Guess what? They fixed it. And yet it wasn't good enough. It was never enough, because the politicians realized at that point that there's money to be made in environmental bullshit. There's money to be made by forcing companies to pay extra for clean renewable energies. And now they're trying to mandate nationwide, not just in California, not just in in the blue states, but nationwide, all electric cars by 2030.
Yeah, that's not going to work. There's no power grid for it.
We don't have the power grid for it. We don't have.
No.
What are you doing, Henry?
I'm leaning my head down.
You're looking at your phone, so I can see it in your glasses.
You reminded me of it.
Yeah, you take your glasses off.
No, I can't see it.
No, you can't see it. See, there you go. No, but seriously, we used to be able to do things. We found a problem. We solved the problem, like the LA smog, the New York smog, the smog around, hell, even Denver, Colorado. solved the problems. We re-engineered our cars to run cleaner.
Yes, we did.
And am I saying that was a bad thing? No, it wasn't a bad thing, because what ended up happening? Our cars ended up becoming more fuel efficient.
Yeah, we had a decade of garbage cars.
Exactly.
With the trial and error. From 80 to 90, the cars were just absolutely trash.
Yeah.
But then after that, they start getting where they're at now, which is really good.
Excellent.
We get great gas mileage. You're getting great gas mileage with high performance.
Unfortunately, the cars now are, minimally new car is going to cost you $30,000.
Oh, if you're lucky, you get one for $30,000.
I said minimally.
Yeah.
Minimally.
It's Toyota Corolla.
I mean, my brand new old Hyundai was $24,000, and that was
right.
Huge. Okay, that's a 3-year-old car with 82,000 miles on it.
Mm-hmm.
However, 82,000 miles on a newer car is hardly even being broken in because of the advancements in technology that we
absolutely
enjoy.
Yeah.
Now, am I complaining about the price? Yeah, I'm complaining about the price because I don't think it's actually worth that much.
Right.
However, right now I'm enjoying 25 miles to the gallon.
Yeah.
Okay, 25 miles to the gallon. Now, mind you, I've driven a lot since Saturday. Okay, I've been to Needles back and forth 3 times. Well, actually, 2 Needles 3 times, back from Needles twice, and then a trip from Needles to Kingman and then back to Bullhead City.
Right.
All right, I put on a lot of miles on my car this week, and right now my average fuel consumption is 25.4 miles to the gallon.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. Mine is my van. I get that when I go on a trip. The highest I get is 26. Now, normally I don't get that.
Yeah, but these are advancements that we've made because we've insisted that, one, we're going to burn less fuel, which saves pollution.
Correct.
But the fuel that we're going to use, we're going to get more out of it, which also saves on pollution because the fuel is burning cleaner.
Correct.
More efficiently, and which has extended our own fuel reserves hundreds of years.
Well, if you look at when's your oil change due? Between 5,000 and 7,500 miles.
Something
it
like
used to be it used to be every 2,000 to 3,000 miles.
Like I said, I have no earthly idea.
You go a long time now on between oil changes.
Exactly.
I usually go around.
I'm going to keep on the every 3,000 miles. I'm going to change my oil anyway, because that's me.
Yeah, I go about 5 to 6, and I rotate my tires at the same time. Then that way I keep my tires wearing evenly.
But
I've always done that.
I've got a trip going to Las Vegas tomorrow. You want to go? I'm kidding.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm going to go. I'm going to go to Nellis Air Force Base to visit the commissary for a grocery run.
Nice. You can take your friend with you?
No, I'm taking my daughter with me. My friend is my friend.
I think last time you took your friend with you, right?
No, he ended up in the hospital that day and couldn't go. Yeah, heart issues. But the point of the matter is, Henry, that I can do these things. I can do it with economy and fuel enough to still save money by driving to Nellis Air Force Base to do my grocery shopping and then come back home.
Yeah, eight gallons of gas.
And have an enjoyable trip at the same time.
Yeah, with a nice car and with your daughter.
And with my daughter.
What more could you ask for?
Believe me, there's a lot more I could ask for. But the thing is, it's going to be an enjoyable trip. I get to go up there. I haven't been up there on Nellis tomorrow afternoon that I'm going to do. I won't tell you what it's for, but I have an appointment up there in Nellis tomorrow. Tomorrow, at the same time, I'll visit the commissary. I'll get some grocery shopping done, and then I'll come home.
Yeah.
And in the meantime, I've had a good day. I've gone places with my kid. Do you know if there's a Fry's in Las Vegas?
I don't know. I'll find out in a second. Right.
All right.
Fry's Las Vegas. Fry's Electronics. Permanently closed.
Permanently closed. Okay.
Permanently closed. Nope, there is none.
All right. Well, damn it, that sucks. All right, I'll have to find something else. Because
why did Fry's go out of business? They're out of business. Is Fry's still around? No, they're out of business.
Are they out? Is Fry's out of business altogether? Holy crap!
Fry's Electronics, a longtime U.S. retail group known for selling computers and accessories, abruptly shut down its 31 stores on February 24th, 2021, citing the pandemic and changes to retail.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
no more Fry's.
There you go. Well, one of the things, this is one of the things that the changes in the American landscape that I don't appreciate. Now, mind you, I love online shopping. I think to be able to sit at home, you can go to a manufacturer's website and order things directly from them to you, or you go to a franchise outlet like Amazon. Okay, which has many franchises, or Walmart even, or Kmart, or Sears, and order directly online. However, the brick and mortar stores like Radio Shack,
gone.
I will forever miss Radio Shack.
Yes, Radio Shack was awesome.
Oh, of course it was awesome. I remember going to Radio Shack as a little person with my dad, because he had to fix the TV.
Right.
Now, that was back when TVs had tubes in them.
Yep.
And tubes went out. So
yes, they did.
You went and picked out your tubes, the suspected ones that you thought that were
had a tube tester.
And you go down and you plug them into the tube tester. You turn it on. They either come on or they would fail. And then right there in drawers, they had all these tubes that you could.
They did.
And then you go home. You plug your tubes back in. You turn the TV on. You wait a minute and a half for the tubes to warm up, and the picture to go. Whoop, and then there it is. But with good tubes, it just came right on.
And you remember at the end of the night when it went off the air, the Star Spangled Banner?
I could give a shit less about that. We're talking about Radio Shack. But yes, I remember that as well. I remember the Star Spangled Banner being played when the TV station.
Fuck Radio Shack.
And the Star Spangled Banner being played at the start of Avery Broadcasting Day, and that happened. That was just the thing to do.
Yep.
And then of course the test pattern.
Yeah.
You're sitting there at 4 a.m. in the morning. You've snuck out at 4 a.m.
Right.
You turn on the TV, you turn it down real low, and all you see is static. And then at 4:01, the test pattern would come on. And it would be there for a little while. You turn it up and you hear the test tones. And that test pattern was important, by the way. Did you know that? It was important because you could use that to tune your own TV.
Ah, okay.
There were knobs in the back. There were little tiny knobs in the back.
Yes, there was. Yeah.
Twist it, and then make that picture as sharp as possible, so you could see it, and then therefore you would have your TV properly tuned for that channel, and but it was important. A lot of people didn't know that. I knew that.
I remember that now.
Yeah, well,
now that you said that, I would have never remembered that.
Well, there was brightness, contrast, and a focus button.
Yeah.
And a focus knob, and these are little pots on the back. You know, usually covered in 4 inches of dust because nobody ever touches them.
Correct.
Because they don't know where to explore, and then you brought it into sharp focus, and you could see things. You know, they had you know, they had those kind of adjustments on televisions for, good God, all the way through today, really. Of course, now, you know, getting in there is a lot different.
Well, yeah, you get in your remote control and you get in there and you do it right from your chair. You don't have to get up and get behind that dusty TV. You can leave the dust on it.
You can leave the dust on it behind the TV, exactly. But you know, the thing is, you know, these were things that I remember experiencing as a youth. You know, helping my dad fix the television set.
Yeah, and being the remote control and being the guy that holds the antenna with the tinfoil on it.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, and then we got cable.
Wow, that was big.
And that changed everything.
It did.
You know, we went from having 2 to 3 channels to 58.
Unlimited, which is about 10.
58 is what we had when we first got cable in Rawlins, Wyoming, back in 1974.
And 50 of them were probably really nothing channels.
Yeah, pretty much.
The 8 of them were good channels.
Yeah, we got of course all the news stations out of Denver, Colorado. Is you know, that was the closest. We got we got other channels. HBO was just starting out then. My dad, I love my dad. I think the statute of limitations is cleared on that, but we actually pirated HBO.
No.
We actually
tell me it isn't so.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. I never gave the cable guy $20 to hook up HBO for me.
But no, the thing was, the descrambler was super simple. You know, a guy with half a semester in electronics could do it, and you know, he sold these little boxes for $20.
Yeah.
Made out of, you know, $3.50 worth of parts from guess what? Radio Shack.
Yep.
and it descrambled it for you. And of course, it had adjustments on it because periodically they'd adjust their scrambling, so you just reach in there with a screwdriver and tune it right back in. And you know, we were living the shit then. We didn't know it was illegal.
Yeah.
We didn't know. Oh, fuck, I did this. You know, some dad did. But you know, later on, now it's called theft of service, which could put you in jail.
Yes, it does.
So I do not recommend doing that. However, you know, you can get it on your computer now for just as easy. Hey, it is the Raw. We're going to take a quick little break. When we come back, we're going to talk more about what made America great. You know, this new Disney show isn't part of it. It's what is making America stupid. Anyway, we're back. It is the Raw.
This portion of the Raw could be brought to you by you for as little as $25 a week. For more information, email us at theraw@ktox.com. That's theraw@ktox.com. theraw@ktox.com.
KTOX.
KTOX.
The Tri-States Talk Leader.
Time Call Taxi is here for all your transportation needs, whether it's a ride to work, the store, or anywhere. Time Call Taxi is here for you. Call 928-763-1010, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Going out to paint the town red? Call Time Call Taxi and get to and from your fun in a timely and safe manner. Call Time Call Taxi, 763-1010. That's 763-1010.
If a natural disaster comes knocking, how prepared is your family? You can't just close the door on earthquakes, floods, or hurricanes and hope they go away. That's why it's important to make a plan now. Ready.gov/plan has the tools and tips you need to prepare your family for an emergency. So if disaster shows up at your doorstep, you'll be ready. Visit ready.gov/plan and make a plan today. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
All right, everybody in the car. Let's go.
What are we gonna do first when we get there, Mom? Go for a hike?
Sure, if you want.
What about canoeing? Can we go canoeing too?
I don't see why.
What about a bike ride? No, I want to fish.
Okay.
I've never been fishing.
Honey, we can do it all.
How long does it take to get to the forest?
It's not.
Is it gonna be long?
No, sweetie.
I bet it takes forever.
It's not that far.
Are we there yet?
Yep, we're here.
Already? No way! Come on, come on.
It's a short drive from your neighborhood to your naturehood. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a neighborhood park or green space near you. Also, find fun activities to do like boating and biking or camping and hiking, plus much more. It's all right in your naturehood. A public service announcement brought to you by the Ad Council and the U.S. Forest Service.
Okay, this is the target house.
Hey, but Jimmy, what about this here sticker?
What sticker?
Right here on the door. These premises protected by Southwest Alarm Service. 763-4331 and 753-2333.
That's just a sticker. One of these companies is going all over town giving these things out to everybody. Forget about it. If you're ever going to be any good in the burglar business, you're going to have to learn these things. Now, we're inside. You get the stuff down here, and I'll get the stuff upstairs. You know, cash, jewelry.
Jimmy, what time is it?
It's about 1 a.m. Why?
Because it looks like sun came up outside.
You in the house. You're completely surrounded. Come out with your hands in the air.
Just a sticker, huh, Jimmy?
Southwest Alarm Service, 753-2333 or 763-4331. Because real security is more than a yard sign or a sticker. Call Southwest Alarm Service today.
Southwest Alarm has the only 24-hour locally monitored central station.
And welcome back. It is The Raw. I'm your host, with Moses. That's this Dan Hansen. Of course, we're going to wait on Henry to return. He hasn't returned. And let's see. Let's watch Henry's empty chair. That's right. Henry's empty chair. That's why I had it off. So I won't stress you out about that. Anyway. When Henry gets back, I'm going to give him the bad news about the upcoming weekend. He's not going to like this at all. Matter of fact, if you live in the tri-state area and you're watching this program, you're not going to like this weekend either, because I expect some very high temperatures. Oh my God, it is going to be absolutely fucking miserable come Saturday and Sunday. You're not going to like it at all. Matter of fact, the misery starts tomorrow. Yeah, but we'll see that for ourselves here in just a moment for a second, and we'll be back, I'm sure. Anyway, 928-476-0331, 928-476-0331 is the number if you want to join in the conversation. Let's see. Do we got any? No, we don't. You know, it's amazing. I'm not getting the amount of chatter in the Rumble rants that I usually get. I'd like to see that. You guys have comments. Make them or give us a call, 928-476-0331. I'd love to talk to you. I know you can't hear Henry's comments right away because, well, I figured that one out. Things. It's doable. It's just not doable inexpensively. Let's put it that way. Henry's empty chair still. Hope he's all right. Should we call him? Should we bring his phone? Say, hey, where the hell you at there, pal? Oh, here he comes. There's the shadow, and he's sitting down, and he's got that going, putting on his headphones, and here he is back.
I am back and tired.
We can't hear you.
I said and tired.
And tired. Why are you tired?
I just didn't sleep too well last night. I had a hard time with my back and my legs and the dogs.
Well, are you ready for the tri-state weather?
Let's go.
You're not gonna like this. You're not.
It's not gonna be 120, so we're good.
Yes. No, you're right. It's not. Saturday, it's only calling for 121. Sunday is 122. Monday, 121. So you're right. It's not going to be 120.
What the hell? Wow. No shit.
Yeah, there you go. So expect some extremely high temperatures. Hydrate is the key to that.
Put some water. Oh yeah, speaking of that, I did say something at the city council about putting some water fountains in the park that used to be there. From what I understand from an eyewitness, the eyewitness said that the person broke in because he needed water. He was dehydrated.
What are you eating? A Klondike bar?
What you do for a Klondike bar?
Where's mine, man? Why didn't you bring enough for all of us?
I'll put it in the mail.
You put it in the mail. By the time it gets here, it'll be definitely a full.
I'll order it from Amazon. They're quick.
Oh my gosh, yeah. But no, we're looking at Needles in particular is looking at extremely high temperatures. Tomorrow about 116.
Right.
Friday 118. Saturday 121.
Yep.
Sunday 122, Monday 121, and then the temperature starts going down on Tuesday for a nice 117.
And I'm leaving Wednesday morning.
And you're leaving Wednesday. You're leaving Wednesday morning?
Yeah, not tomorrow. A week from tomorrow.
Yeah, well that's next week. That's next week.
Yeah. It should be let me see. Let me see what it says there. Weather in Fullerton, California.
It's 78 degrees and clear in Fullerton.
78 degrees and clear in Fullerton right now. And for Wednesday, it'll be 88.
No, see, there you go.
When I go a week from tomorrow. But that's 50% humidity also, which isn't too bad for there.
Well, here's the thing, and here's also the part of the bad news. We are definitely going into monsoon season.
No, not with that kind of temperature. I hate that.
The dew point is up to 54 degrees, and if that holds steady for the next 3 days, we are officially in monsoon. Right now, currently in the Needles Airport is 17% humidity. So,
wow, that's high.
Yeah. So. The weather patterns are changing. Oh my God! It's climate change. This more resembles the weather that I experienced when I first moved to.
Well, winter, spring, summer, and fall.
Yeah,
which is just winter and summer here.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
No, it's actually fall and summer here.
Spring, summer,
yeah.
spring, summer. Well. And a couple of days worth of really cold weather in December and January. But other than that, it's not too bad. Honestly, this spring has been great. We got spoiled. It's been cool at nights and relatively cool during the days. Even though oh my God, it's 97 degrees outside. Oh, that's so hot.
That's nice.
And it really isn't when. Of course, your normal temperature during the summer is 125 degrees Fahrenheit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, no, it never gets that hot around here. The fuck it don't. You're just fooling yourself.
Stick around long enough, it does.
But, here's the thing, and this is serious, and, this is what concerns me, is it is going to be getting that hot in Needles, California, and you don't have water available for people or cooling stations even.
I know.
So, there's be on the lookout for people with heat injuries.
Yeah.
Is essentially what it is, and we'll see a bunch of it.
Yeah.
Carry water around in your car in a cooler, I guess.
I always do.
All you can do.
I always carry water in my car, and anytime anybody needs it, it's there. Whether it's warm or not, it's still water.
It's still water, absolutely.
Yeah, and to keep you hydrated. It might not be too good going down hot.
There is absolutely nothing worse in the world than hot water on a hot day.
I know.
unless it's coffee flavored hot water, and even then I have a hard time choking that down as well. But no, it just keep hydrated, folks, and make sure that somebody comes up and asks for water, give them water.
Absolutely.
Don't turn them away.
No.
Good God, don't turn them away. I mean,
if they want water and I don't have it, I'm going to go get it for them.
Exactly. Yeah.
If I'm able and willing to do, well, I'm always willing, but if I'm able to do that, I will do it every time, no matter what.
Yeah.
I might drive away and go, oh crap, I don't really want to do this, but I'll do it. And by the time I get done doing it, I feel so good about what I did.
Well, part of the other the other thing about this. Okay, now we're talking about Santa Fe Park. There used to be water fountains there.
And I said that at City Council tonight.
There used to be a water fountain there. They took it away.
Mm-hmm.
There used to be a water fountain in the back of El Garces.
Right.
And they filled that with rocks.
Right.
So nobody could enjoy the water or enjoy it. It's a rock garden now.
Right.
And I hope somebody decides to fix that, because
well, I think we are going to we have a new sheriff in town, being the guy that runs the Chamber of Commerce.
Mm-hmm.
And he's working with the attorney, working with city manager, and working with me.
Good.
Yes, and he's paying attention.
And I hope they got a hold of my friend Lyle. Anyway, 855-928-0331 is the number when joining the conversation. But hot weather.
855-928.
Yeah, 855-928 and 928-476-0331. But that's the weather in the tri-state area for tonight. Yeah, it makes me want to just pack my tent, pack my sleeping bag, and head off to the mountains for the rest of the summer. Say, fuck y'all, I'm gone. Bye.
Yeah, huh? Going to the Wall of Pies. I'll be back in October.
I'll be late October, very late October.
I'll come back on the 1st.
Yeah,
I'm good with that.
Still have responsibilities. Got other radio station. I've got a radio station to deal with. I've got this and that to do. I've got respect. You know what? I'm busier retired.
I know.
This is not cool. This is not cool. I'm really busy right now. I retired from cab driving altogether.
The way I look at it is, I'm able to do it. I can do it. That's the part I look at it.
The thing is, I have the resources to do some things I could not do before, and this is I'm
right.
This. It's the middle of the month. I'm not completely out of money,
mm-hmm.
which is something that hasn't happened a lot in my lifetime. When I was working at Hewlett Packard, making a lot of money every year, I had money in my account, and I could afford things. I could afford nice things. I could afford rent. I could afford to live. I could afford my kids. I could afford my wife. I could afford, a decent life. I could afford to eat all the damn time. And it changed. Something changed. Something went from broken to worse. I moved here, and I have never been so poor in my fucking life.
Yeah.
And a lot of that had to do with the responsibilities that I took on to take care of my ailing parents and raising children by myself, and then trying to work two or three jobs at a time, and just basically running myself into a grave. And now physically I'm paying that price. I'm paying the price for not taking care of myself and working.
Well, if I'd known I was going to live this long, I'd have took better care of myself.
Should be taking care of yourself anyway.
Well,
I mean that should be self-evident.
Should have been, could have been, wasn't.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda, coulda, shoulda. Yeah, I know. I understand that. Anyway.
I should have done cocaine in the White House either.
Yeah, that probably would have been right. Anyway, I want to invite people to head on over to theraw.locals.com, theraw.locals.com. Use promo code THERAW, all capital letters, for the full service. Get on there and subscribe, and you will be able to be notified of when we go live. That includes The Raw. That includes the Saturday and Sunday shows, as well as the any time that I get a wild hair at my house and decide I'm going live because there's something really interesting happening in the world. For instance, back when they were electing the Speaker of the House.
Oh yeah.
Went live with that, and I'll tell you what, that was fascinating stuff. I mean, boring as shit.
Yes.
I mean, it really was boring as shit, but it was fascinating nonetheless because we got to see the process in motion.
We did.
We weren't down there on the floor. We weren't listening to deals being made. We weren't, the money changing hands. Oh, what? But what we were seeing is we were seeing Nasty Pelosi being replaced by somebody else at that time.
That's right, by somebody that was a little bit more competent.
I'm not going to go that far. I'm not going to.
I said a little bit.
Like I said, I wouldn't even go that far. Not even by a cunt here. Excuse me, I shouldn't say that.
We got rid of her.
Yeah, but I don't trust the Speaker of the House right
now. No, I don't either.
I don't trust a lot of the Republicans, even the ones that say, oh yeah, I don't trust them either. I don't trust any of them. They play by an agenda that is hidden from you, and unfortunately, it is the strife in Washington D.C. I think is completely planned, and I don't have any proof of it. It just appears that they are all on the side of turning this country into a totalitarian type of regime.
Did you see the movie The Pentagon Wars?
No.
You got to see that movie. It was about the Bradley vehicle, the Bradley
fighting vehicle.
Yeah. Yes, about how that was put. It's a true story.
Yeah.
With Kelsey Grammer in it, and so it was done pretty well. I just watched it again today, and it was politics. It was all politics, and at the very end, the guy that exposed all that was forced to retire, and Kelsey Grammer, which was the crooked general, got promoted.
Yeah, of course.
That's what happens. You do the wrong things, you get caught, you get promoted. The person that catches you, they're forced to retire, or you fire them.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's a bunch of bullshit.
You don't look, and this is high speed politics. You don't expose the problems in Washington D.C. at all. Let's take a look at this. This particular story right here. Reporter asked Jake Sullivan why the DOJ charged Biden crime family whistleblower Gal Luke for violating FARA, but spared Hunter Biden. Okay, the whistleblower is getting prosecuted.
Sure.
and the criminals are getting away scot-free.
Yep. That's what happens.
We used to have laws that protected people who exposed wrongdoing.
Used to. Coulda, shoulda, woulda, didn't.
Well, they were never really followed to begin with.
No.
The thing is, what they're charging with is exposing things that shouldn't have been exposed, secret things. And this is one of the issues that with everything. Everything that comes out of Washington D.C. has a classification stamp on it.
Yep.
Everything.
Yep.
The menu has a classification on it. A log, whether you're going to go drop the presidential log, has a classification on it.
Mm-hmm.
There's too many things are classified, secret, top secret, classified,
not enough transparency.
Which leads to exactly, it's extremely opaque.
Now that's like with the city council meeting tonight. One of the council members said something I've been saying all along. I wanted to look back on our city council meeting, and I wasn't able to. Why does it take so long? And
complaining about how long it's taking for the
stream to get up online.
Get online when you can stream directly to.
Yeah, and the city manager and assistant city manager. Well, we'll just talk to so and so, the guy, our IT guy. We'll just talk to him. I go, why do you need to talk to him? I'll get my Miss Rob from the station, and he'll have it up in 5 minutes, streaming it live, so you can see it right after it's over with.
Exactly, start to finish.
Yes,
and already archived. Archived.
Yes, and then they go, well, we'll talk to you. I go, why don't you watch my show tonight, right after here, The Raw? Why don't you watch that and then turn around after it's over, and then go on Rumble and look at it again.
Or
it's
YouTube,
already archived.
Or Facebook, or Twitter.
YouTube, yes.
Or the raw.locals.com. It's all there. It's all available. It's all right now. It's not going anywhere.
Right. So why don't you guys do that? Well, we'll talk to the IT. They're depending on the IT guy. I said the IT guy is taking your money.
Is fucking you in the ass is what he's doing.
Yes.
And, this is
yes.
and here's the thing, Henry. This is what your entire city is a microcosm of the problems we have nationwide.
Yes.
We have people who are bureaucrats who make contracts with people who are just there to collect the money. That's all there.
Yep.
They're not there to do real work. They're there to collect money. Yeah. Oh yeah, sure they fulfill their contract, but only to the barest minimum.
Correct. Well, when he's not doing it live, when we can do it live like this, there's a problem.
Look, Bullhead City. Guaranteed. Bullhead City, my local city, my city where I live at, has its issues. All right, guaranteed they have their issues. They are just as fucked in the head as Needles, California is.
Right.
However, they have they pay for a cable access channel 2. Where all city business is broadcast on channel 2 as it happens live. It is also recorded to servers live. Now, mind you, it isn't to YouTube, isn't to Rumble, but it's done live to a special server, and it is immediately available. Right. As well as, and then in a couple hours afterwards, the audio portion is available afterwards, but it's done immediately, and it really doesn't cost the city all that much. number one, the city owns its own servers that it streams its live stream to. But and it's regulated by state law.
Yeah.
Same with the city of Needles, which a certain level of transparency where minutes and audio is supposed to be made available on demand.
Why don't you go in and apply for a job there? Tell them you want to be their contractor.
What, in Needles?
Yes.
Fuck you. You guys, honestly, you guys could not fucking afford me. Okay? That's all there is to it. You guys couldn't afford me. You have. I'm sorry to say this, Henry. I love you. I love Needles, but the city of Needles has shown me that they are so apathetic to the needs of the people of Needles and the surrounding area that you could not pay me enough to want to associate my name, my brand, with the city of Needles.
Yeah.
All right, you're talking $80,000 to $120,000 a year minimum.
Even if it meant promoting transparency for the city.
Yes.
Okay.
It would cost you anywhere from $80,000 to $120,000 a year.
Okay.
Period. End of discussion. I mean, and that's just the start. Because not only that, you're going to end up paying for actual equipment. You're going to be paying for actual services. But the thing is, for that kind of money, guess what you'll be getting?
A lot more than what we're getting now.
You're actually going to get the job done.
Yeah.
You're going to get somebody who comes in there and actually controls the soundboard. You're going to get somebody who actually comes in and controls cameras. Now, mind you, that $120,000 a year is going to be split up between about 4 different employees.
Mm-hmm.
All right, it's just all there is to it. That's not all going to come to me. I wish it would, but yes, it would be split up between 4 employees. You're going to have a sound engineer, you're going to have a video engineer, you're going to have a website engineer, and then you're going to have me, who oversees it all and beats everybody with my salt cane. And keeps things going. But the thing is, it can be done, Henry. And
I know it can.
But however, okay, now here's how we save the city money. All right, they can hire 3 people. Hire 3 people who are actually employees of the city that they have, and they can tell them, okay, you are a sound engineer, you're a video engineer, you're our website guy, right? You're our IT website guy. You're not contracted. You work here, and if you don't perform, you're going to be fired. You're going to be replaced with somebody who will do the work.
Right.
And we're going to pay you, and we're going to pay you well.
Yeah. And you get to sit and play with computers all day long.
Exactly. You get to sit and play with computers all day long. You get to make sure that the citizens of Needles have access to Needles government. All right. And these aren't contractors, Henry. These are city employees.
Correct.
Who are answerable to the city manager.
Right.
Okay. The contractor, while somewhat answerable to the city manager, if all he does is fulfill his contract, there's not a damn thing that city manager can do.
Mm-hmm.
And they have this contract, and I don't know when that contract expires. That's something you need to look at. But if the city wants to actually do the job, the city's going to actually have to hire internal people to do this. It's going to be their job.
Right.
Now, mind you, the sound engineer guys, it's going to be a part-time job. How many times is it going to have to be there to run the soundboard at council meetings and other board meetings? What, 4 times a month? 5 times a month? Maybe 6?
Well, plus other Parks and Recs, Planning Commission.
Right.
Yeah.
Roughly about 6 times a month at the most.
If not more, because there's Planning Commission, there's the Parks and Recs, there's City Council meeting. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
About 6 times a month. Okay,
Yeah.
so that's a part-time gig. All right.
Yeah.
Now, mind you, your audio guy can also double down as your video guy.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah, it's gonna cost you about $80,000 worth of equipment. All right, you're going to need cameras, you're going to need soundboards, you're going to need somebody who is trained and capable of doing this.
Mm-hmm.
Now, here's the flip side of this as well. You can rent this out to other boards. You can invite the Needle School Board in to use the facilities there at the city. All right, boom. We're already set up with the internet. We can stream it to one other site. You pay us $125 a meeting. Boom, it's yours.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Okay. Bullhead City does the same thing. Bullhead City's the fire board here in Bullhead City uses this, or has used. I don't know if they're still doing it. Has used the Bullhead City Council chambers for their fire board meetings, which all of it's right there. The equipment's there, the connections are there, the employees are there, help us defray our costs a little bit, and boom, it's yours. These are the things that can be done, and it helps with the city. You're already paid for the internet connection.
Right.
Okay, so you've already got it there. You're capable of streaming that stream. You're capable of having your Zoom feed come in, so outside people can speak and be shown. It's just a matter of having somebody who understands broadcasting to come and put it all together, and so you can have transparency, instantaneous transparency. And I've said this before, I've said it again, but for me to come down and contract for it, it would cost minimally $80,000 a year paid to me, so I could hire employees to come in and do it.
Right.
And you're going to have to buy equipment.
Right.
Point blank and simple. Because the way you're doing it right now is slipshod. It's stupid, and you don't have the transparency that you should have. Anyway.
Right.
It is The Raw. I'm your hostess with Moses, Miss Misty Ann Hansen. We'll take a quick little break. When we come back, more. Right? Right. Yeah, we'll be right back.
Time Call Taxi is here for all your transportation needs, whether it's a ride to work, the store, or anywhere. Time Call Taxi is here for you. Call 928-763-1010, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Going out to paint the town red? Call Time Call Taxi and get to and from your fun in a timely and safe manner. Call Time Call Taxi, 763-1010. That's 763-1010.
Learn how to defend yourself and your loved one. Kingman Force on Force. Krav Maga. Empty hands. Edge weapons. Firearms training. Train like law enforcement with our virtual range simulator. AZCCW classes. Free gun safety classes. Our instructors are AZDPS licensed, NRA certified, and former Combat Special Forces. 3001 Stockton Hill Road, Kingman, Arizona. www.kingmanforsonforce.com.
I'm Rob Hansen.
And I'm Henry Longbreak, along with Tundra.
And KTOX 1340 AM, we are pleased to support the Mojave County Sheriff's Canine Foundation.
The Mojave County Canine Foundation teams with the Mojave County Sheriff Department to keep our county safer. It increases deputy safety, and the dogs are highly visible deterrents against robberies, burglaries, and drug dealing.
Canines can save time clearing buildings. It takes less than the quarter of the time that it would take a deputy on his own.
Canines can track juvenile runaways, missing elderly persons, fleeing suspects, and provide comfort to traumatized victims.
For more information about the Mojave County Sheriff's Canine Foundation, or you'd like to make a tax-deductible donation or host a fundraising event that includes a canine demonstration, call John Sancelli at 651-270-0920 or go online at www.mcsk9f.com.
The Mojave County Sheriff Canine Foundation is a 501c3 nonprofit organization.
Okay, this is the target house.
Yeah, but Jimmy, what about this here sticker?
What sticker?
Right here on the door. These premises protected by Southwest Alarm Service. 763-4331 and 753-2333.
That's just a sticker. One of these companies is going all over town giving these things out to everybody. Forget about it. If you're ever going to be any good in the burglar business, you're going to have to learn these things. Now, we're inside. You get the stuff down here, and I'll get the stuff upstairs. You know, cash, jewelry.
Jimmy, what time is it?
It's about 1 a.m. Why?
Because it looks like the sun came up outside.
You in the house. You're completely surrounded. Come out with your hands in the air.
Just a sticker, huh, Jimmy?
Southwest Alarm Service, 753-2333 or 763-4331. Because real security is more than a yard sign or a sticker. Call Southwest Alarm Service today.
Southwest Alarm has the only 24-hour locally monitored central station.
The opinions voiced on the Raw are those of the hosts and the callers and not necessarily represent the views and opinions of KTOX and Reuben Broadcasting or its advertisers. The opinions should be considered as the ramblings of raving lunatics.
You're listening to The Raw with Henry and Miss Raw, brought to you by Pirate Web Radio Productions, Reuben Broadcasting, along with KTOX 1340 AM and 92.9 FM, the Tri-State's undisputed talk leader.
We the people, and all we do, reserve the right to scream, fuck you! Wear your mask, take your pills, now a whole generation's mentally ill. Man, fuck about you. But COVID's near, it's coming to town. We gotta act quick, shut our borders down. Joe Biden does, the media embraces. Big Doc does it and they call him racist. We the people. Let's go win it. We the people. Let's go win it. We the people.
And welcome back. It is The Raw. I'm your host of the Moses Misfit, Stan Hampton. Of course, we're waiting for Henry to say. And here he is. Welcome back, Henry. How you doing?
I am here.
You're
freaking tired. I just got something to stuff my mouth with, and
more things to put in your mouth, huh? Oh, those are yummy.
Yeah.
I like those chili cheese.
I know, aren't they?
Gosh, you know, the problem is I can't eat them right now. I'm so freaking jealous. Jealous. Anyway, I'm sure you've heard about the movie The Sound of Freedom.
Yes.
You know, big. It's been actually a very controversial movie that has made, oh my gosh, $40 million opening weekend. $40 million in its opening, and you know, which has outdone every other movie out there right now. Now, if you're unfamiliar with it, and I'm sure you are not at this point, but it is a movie about child sex trafficking. And lost Henry again. I don't know what he did, but he touched something and went boom, off of it. But I'm looking up the trailer for it. Sound of Freedom Trail. There we go. And no, we'll watch that because it is it's I think it's a movie that should be watched by everybody if you can. And I don't know. It just it's really resonating now with a lot of people. Let's go to the phones. The Raw, you're on the air. Hiya, Chuck. How you doing, ma'am? Whichever it is, however it is, not bad. How are you? Uh huh. Well, good. American Traffic Solutions. Yes, actually, I have. They do speed cameras. Uh huh. Yeah. You know, I don't know, and Arizona Traffic Solutions got run out of Bullhead City a long time ago uh, for their deceptive practices, and really there are a lot of deceptive practices they use. Henry can hear all the crunching and yeah, exactly.
Do you have someone on the phone?
Yes, I do.
I can't hear him.
Well, I'm sorry. I've got him up all the way, and might turn off your TV so it's not bleeding through.
Can't hear him at all.
You can hear his TV. You can hear Henry's TV all the way in Longview, Washington. Oh my goodness gracious. Yeah.
I don't clink.
I don't know what's going on here. I've got the volumes all the way up on the phones. I've got everything else. I don't know. We'll have to work it, figure this out. But yeah, well, yeah, he did. It was really short. It was really short. It was about as tall as Tundra. Motorcycle, exactly.
Motorcycle. Oh, she didn't say nothing. Did I say that, Tundra, or did I say bird?
Oh, all right. No, thanks for the call. Do appreciate it.
Come on.
928-476-0331. 928-476-0331 is the number you want to join in the conversation. So, while you, I don't know what it is, but you popped offline there for a second, and I was looking for the trailer for The Sound of Freedom.
Okay.
And let's go ahead and I need to share that audio, and we'll play that.
How'd that make you feel? Giving a child his freedom. Felt good. You have been at this for 12 years.
My country, 'tis of thee.
Why are you doing it? Because God's children are not for sale. It is the fastest growing international crime network that the world has ever seen.
For Homeland Security, you know we can't go off rescuing Honduran kids in Colombia.
This job tears you to pieces. And this is my one chance to put those pieces back together.
And
yet somehow you have failed to bring me one real-world lead.
It's over, Tim. Close up and come back home.
So you quit your job and you go and rescue those kids.
South of that river is all rebel territory. No one goes in. What if this was your daughter? So, she's gone. Hear that? That's the sound of freedom.
Sound of Freedom is one of those films that can legitimately change this world. So we want to ignite a fire in audiences and open their eyes to the dark reality of millions of children that need our help. Let's make this film a historic event and the start, the end of child trafficking. Theaters across this country are already selling out. Pre-order your tickets today, and you can send the message that God's children are no longer for sale.
Let's not only do that in other countries, let's do that in our own country.
Well, the thing is that that just highlights what's going on.
Yeah.
In the world. Let's take a look at the what's going on along the southern border.
Yes.
You've seen the pictures of the rape tree.
Yep.
You've heard the reports of unaccompanied, undocumented children crossing into the country. The loss of 40,000 children.
Yep.
They have no idea where they are, where they went, who they went with.
Right. That's the problem with undocumented.
Undocumented.
Documented. That's what I meant.
Documented.
Indoctrinated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the problem with undocumented. These people are these kids are crossing the border with no checks, no balances, nothing, absolutely nothing, and we're allowing it to happen. Where are these kids going? Where are these kids going to? Are they still even in the country? Are they alive today? Have they been? Who did they get sold to?
Right.
What sick fucker is using them for his own selfish pleasures? And then you wonder why, there's a push to normalize pedophilia. Sure, I'll normalize pedophilia. I'll make it normal to look at the pedophilia graveyard.
Yep. It should be legal to kill them.
One of the problems throughout history is the systematic abuse of children.
The what?
The systematic abuse of children.
Yes.
The systematic abuse of children. We started off long ago, of course, with child labor.
Correct.
where it was perfectly fine to grab orphans off the street and make them work for their keep in sweatshops. A practice that still happens to this day in third world countries and communist countries like China.
Right.
Say that out loud. Fuck you.
Oh yeah, and America too.
No, not really so much America.
Yeah, there's motherfuckers that bring them. I'll tell you.
I'm sorry. What?
We had Epstein Island. That was just a tip.
That was a pedophile. That was pedophilia. Okay.
Yes.
I'm talking about making kids work in sweatshops, factories, shit like that. Now, over the years, they tried to make it a big deal about kids working on farms, and stuff like that, and especially in the cattle ranching. Unfortunately, cattle ranches and farms are family ventures.
Right.
The kids work. Sorry,
right.
That's all there is to it, and it's been like that forever, and hopefully will never change because those kids end up being really good adults in the end.
Oh, absolutely.
By far. However, forcing kids to go into factories, put shoes or make shoes or whatever it is, in hazardous conditions, long hours, very low pay, if they're paid at all, is completely wrong. And as well as, selling a kid into the sex trafficking trade. Now, I'll be the first to admit I don't really have a problem with legalized prostitution. Right. Legalized prostitution is regulated. The prostitutes, male and female, transgender alike, they are medically screened, have to keep up things. The records are state and law enforcement inspectable. And and there's taxes collected.
Right. It's accountability.
Yeah, and you're too far away from your microphone again.
There's accountability.
There is accountability. When you deal in the illegal sex trafficking trade, you deal with horrendous abuses.
Dylan, get over here.
You deal with people who have absolutely no problem filming a child being raped, filming a child being murdered, film a child being systematically tortured. You don't have a problem with that because your morals aren't there. You don't have anything stopping you.
I don't get it.
You sell children to people who use them for selfish gratification, for sexual reasons. And then when they're done with them,
dispose of them.
They're disposed of. Like they never existed in the first place.
Right.
Or they're being sold to organ farms. Being sold to what's your dog doing?
I gotta get him, let him out.
Okay.
I'll be back.
You'll be back. All right. He's going to let. The thing is, this is everything this movie highlights, and a lot of people are fighting back, or some people on the left are fighting back against it, calling it all hocus pocus, calling it conspiracy theories, calling it whatever it is. Yet here it is. Here's the movie. Now, mind you, yes, it's a screenplay. It's based on a true story. But all we have to do is take a look at our southern border and the evidence that's been collected and shown to the world to understand that, yes, child sex trafficking, human sex trafficking is a thing, and it is a growing thing. And it is probably one of the most evil things that mankind can exchange in. I just wish there were people out there that were, especially politicians, especially law enforcement, that were strong enough, brave enough, and to tackle this problem and bring it to an end. Bring it to an end once and for all. You catch the people doing it, they're the first people planted in the ground, with or without trial. At this point, I don't care, as long as the kids aren't being abused anymore. As long as the children aren't being abused or sold into bondage and slavery anymore. I just don't care. Anyway, it is the Raw. We'll take a quick little break while we wait for Henry. And when we come back, more. 928-476-0331.
This portion of the Raw could be brought to you by you for as little as $25 a week. For more information, email us at theraw@ktox.com. That's theraw@ktox.com. theraw@ktox.com.
KTOX.
KTOX.
The Tri-States Talk Leader.
Time Call Taxi is here for all your transportation needs, whether it's a ride to work, the store, or anywhere. Time Call Taxi is here for you. Call 928-763-1010, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Going out to paint the town red? Call Time Call Taxi and get to and from your fun in a timely and safe manner. Call Time Call Taxi, 763-1010. That's 763-1010. United Private Investigations, owned by Lyle Sharman, has over 30 years of investigative experience in criminal, civil, business, and private investigations. United Private Investigations provides professional and confidential investigations for corporations, companies, legal professionals, insurance companies, and individuals. Voted Best Private Investigator in Mojave County in 2018 and 2019. Contact Lyle Sharman with United Private Investigations at 928-542-5178.
A key to your child's success at school rests at home. This is Eric Hines, president of the California Teachers Association. One of the most important skills any student can learn is how to study. Help your child establish a study routine and a quiet place for homework away from television and other distractions. Make sure that notes, homework, and assignments for each subject are kept together, and take the time to talk to your child about what they're studying or to review homework for accuracy and completion. Most importantly, be consistent. Make sure that whatever study habits you work to create truly become habits, done at the same time, in the same way, every day. Combined with a regular bedtime, your student will be primed for academic success. Working together, parents and teachers can make this a successful school year for every child in California.
A message from the California Teachers Association.
In this world where everything seems to be going sideways, when you need things set straight, Zanna Coffee Straight Shot Espresso. Start your day with a bang. The best organic and GMO-free coffee beans from around the world to amplify your senses and enhance love for life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Zanna Coffee brings you happiness in every cup. Fair trade, certified, sustainable, organic coffee. That means we do not use slaves. Free Zanna songs with every coffee bag. Find Zanna Coffee at www.zannacoffee.com. www.zannacoffee.com. Don't be cheap. You deserve the best. Get Zanna Coffee at www.zannacoffee.com.
And welcome back. It is the Raw. I'm your host for mostly Christy Ann Kemp. Oh my goodness gracious me, mercy sakes alive. Yeah, fiddling with some of my phone settings, trying to get trying to get. Oh, Henry's not back with us. Let's take him out of the picture. But I noticed some of my settings were off on my phone. So, Chuck, if you're out there, give us a call back, 928-476-0331. Let's see if I got this fixed, because people were saying that they couldn't hear you, which is really kind of a drag. It's annoying as all hell. You know what? I wonder if I've got my sound settings all jacked up, which I do. I have my sound settings all fucking jacked up.
Oh my goodness gracious me, mercy sakes alive! I hope this is much better. Holy crap, that was annoying as all hell. I hope this. Let me know if you can still hear me out there. Either give me a call or whatnot and so forth. Holy crap, that was it was my sound was going through my something that it shouldn't have been going through. And now I believe I have it set to the right parameters. Oh my goodness gracious me! Hi Henry, how you doing?
I'm okay.
Can you hear me a lot better now?
Yes. What happened?
Well, here's the thing. When I booted this up, it grabbed the wrong sound source. It grabbed the source for the camera rather than my microphone and the phone. So
okay.
Now it will work. 928-476-0331. 928-476-0331. Of course, you got everything settled with the dog.
Big old pile of poop.
Out in the yard or in the house?
Betcha, out in the yard.
Okay, good. Well, he was doing the poo-poo dance then.
He was doing the poo-poo dance, and fortunately, I had a restroom for him.
Oh, there you go. It's all outdoors.
Yes. Yeah. I would never refuse a restroom for somebody that needed one.
Yeah. So while you were gone, I was talking about the need for people to start standing up against child trafficking.
Yes.
The need to start holding American law enforcement accountable to put an end to this.
Yes, please.
And to stop the international trade of kids.
Yep.
I mean, it's look, if you want a reason to go to war, this is a damn good reason to go to war.
Damn good reason, yes. You'll have a lot of people fighting their old Ben. I'm one of them.
Freaking locked and loaded now, bud.
There you go.
I would go.
Oh, me too. Me too. I'd be gimpy and limpy, but I would still go. I would have no problem cutting the pedophile's balls off and sticking them down.
I have no problem acting as a door gunner and a chopper. I could do that fucked up.
That'd be fun, wouldn't it?
One of these days when we're not on the air, I'm going to tell you about what kind of conditions were like in Colombia for kids. Because I've seen it firsthand. I've seen the conditions of what it's like for people who work in cocaine processing plants. And it's women, it's children, it's men, it's everybody. It ain't pretty.
Not bad.
And it's worth going to war over.
Oh, yeah.
It's worth spending the money to invade someplace to stop a horrific crime like this. It's worth the money. No, I hope my audio is a lot clearer now.
It's very clear now.
Yeah.
I was having a hard time with it. I thought it was just me.
No, it's usually just you anyway. But no, it was my fault. I didn't check the settings, and I told myself I need to check the settings. I need to check the. Well, it's one of the things I do. And
we got
I
a great IT guy. Yeah, we don't want you at the city.
Hey, at least I corrected the fucking problem, bud.
And admitted it.
And of course I admit it.
Yeah. We got a guy that's from what I see, milking it.
Well, yeah, absolutely.
Totally milking it and telling them what they want to hear.
Yeah. Oh yeah, sure. I'll get that up there.
Right.
When it suits me.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. What next week? Tuesday, Wednesday. We'll be able to see this Tuesday's city council meeting.
Well, I should be able to go on right now and see it.
Exactly.
Yeah, the one I was just at tonight. I should be able to see it. Yeah, especially how quick it was too.
Hi, we're here. See you later.
Yeah, we even had executive session too.
You even had an executive session.
We do. We had emergency executive session, and it was after the meeting, but still we had that, and it was, and I still made it home right on time.
Right. Well, 928-476-0331, 928-476-0331. Chuck, if you're listening, go ahead and give us a call back. I think I fixed the phone so everybody can hear you now. That was annoying. And like I said, the setting was my fault. Yeah. I did that. That was my bad.
Miss Rob's fault.
Yeah, well, Mickey Flynn says, can't hear Chuck at all. What a relief. Rob is dead air. Can't hear Chuck. Damn it.
See, that's what I was saying. I can't hear Chuck.
Yeah, well, and for the life of me, at the moment, I couldn't figure out why. But it's
okay.
Little investigation. We got it going.
We got her done.
One of these days, it's going to be able to do this. Now, essentially, what I'd like to be able to do is share the link out so people can pop in and pop out.
Mm-hmm.
And and say their piece through this. Yeah, I suppose I could do it. I just it's kind of hard to make that leap. But they do offer a green room kind of thing, but it costs a lot of money, and in order to do that, need a lot more subscribers and whatnot.
Right.
So I can't at this level of viewership. I just can't justify it at this point.
Correct. Yeah.
So it is what it is. Anyway, share this shit. Get us all popular and everything. Now, some really interesting upcoming things. Yes. For those of you out there who know what Ghost Stories is.
Oh yeah.
Used to do a show called Ghost Stories with Rob Hansen, and it was
7:00 on Sundays.
It was 7 to 10 on Sundays. It was a great show. Had many different ghost hunters involved with that, and it was really a great time. Now, Ghost Stories is going to be coming back to the air for one night only, or for one day only. It'll be Saturday, 3 to 6 p.m. on KTOX. But we're going to do the whole internet thing here, so everybody can see and hear and look at the evidence instead of just hear it over the air. One of the limiting factors to Ghost Stories that I had was I didn't have quite this level of technology then that we have now, where we can share, where I can share screens, I can share videos, I can share audio on the fly, and everybody here and everybody be able to respond to it. We'll be doing whoa, what the hell happened here? We'll be doing that with Ghost Stories when we come back for that day. Also, it's going to be fun. It's going to be real fun. I don't know the exact date yet. A lot of things are in the air on that right now. I'm hoping it will be soon, but I imagine it's probably going to be somewhere around October. So we'll see. Anyway,
it's a little bit cooler.
Yeah, when it's a little bit cooler. 928-476-0331. 928-476-0331 is the number if you want to join in the conversation. Chuck, want to hear from you, man. Definitely want to hear from you. Give us a call back because I think I got this fixed. Here I am. I'm talking in my microphone and it's not the right one. It's this fucking camera, which of course the audio on it is shitty. And so there you go. It's supposed to automatically switch when I turn it on. When I turn on my soundboard, it's supposed to automatically switch.
It's your story. You can tell it any way you
didn't.
want.
Well, the thing is, it didn't, and it kind of pissed me off. But what the hell? Anyway, so anything special, Henry, you want to talk about?
No, not really. I pretty much said my piece. I mean, the El Garces, the window being busted at the Chamber of Commerce, local stuff at Needles. There's going to be some news announcements. Probably the first part, maybe the middle of next month, on really great things that are going to happen in Needles. Now we do have the British port. The port of Braganja. Mm-hmm. We do have that moving forward, and Thomas Bond is still working with Golden Valley to try to get them going. They're a pain in the ass. They're really a pain in the ass and not wanting to work with them. And I understand him living there. He wants to do something there. I totally understand that part. Now the Needles thing between his wife is British. She definitely wants Needles big time after coming and looking at the port and how it would fit right in with the British ports that we've looked at. And there's more to come. There's a lot more to come. I just can't announce it yet.
Well, good.
Yeah, and it's really good stuff. And like I shared at the meeting tonight, hopefully you guys are going to be more user-friendly, as I said at the meeting tonight. And I was speaking to city manager, as far as, the way they treat people that want to come in and do business.
Yeah.
You got to cater to them. You really do.
Well,
we have nothing going on in Needles. Absolutely nothing. We have a decrease in population. We have a decrease in businesses except for the cannabis industry, which is going to go away anyway after a while. It's a temporary thing.
It is a temporary thing, especially when the state does finally realize that that they're losing more money than they're gaining.
Yeah, and it's got nothing to do with helping the citizens in Needles. They say,
absolutely not.
They say it's going to the streets, our infrastructure. How come our infrastructure and our streets are so fucked up still?
Hey, look, I have to drive in the dirt just to get to the radio station.
Well, you saw me leaving yesterday, or the day before yesterday, when I was in the dirt just to go out of there. We have a street there.
Yeah, we have a street, but
I would rather drive on the dirt. It's a lot less. It's a lot less. Yeah. I could drive straight through the dirt, which you shouldn't have to.
No, you shouldn't.
Streets are for a reason.
I mean, honestly, the city would fare better if they came and dug up that entire road and just paved
made it dirt.
Just made it
dirt.
Exactly.
Yeah, made it dirt. But what's going to happen on that, for what I understand, is the old truck stop there, the truck repair. It's going to be a cannabis shop. And
guess what? Ain't going to fucking happen, Henry.
They are contracted to do that road from Needles Highway to there.
Great. Still ain't going to fucking happen.
That's what they're doing. Obviously, it's not, is it?
No, it's not. It should have been done 3 years ago.
Yeah, it's been approved, and it's not being done. And another thing we have over on J Street, we have the old Denny's that keeps getting vandalized, keeps looking like shit. That's supposed to be a lounge. The lounge on Needles Highway over there.
Another cannabis restaurant,
correct,
like they have on
Needles Highway.
On Needles Highway,
right over by the old Circle Kremlin. and it's not even doing that good itself.
No, it's not.
So the industry is petered out.
It's peaked.
Our tax revenue, no, it's petering out. Our tax revenue is down 30-some% from what it was last year. So it's petering out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's not peaked. It's petering out. And the quicker the city realizes that, and the more friendly they got to be with other businesses, it's just the city's going to sink. The city's going to sink, and especially if they cater to the squad, the Mean Girls Club, on a park that we should have usable for all residents of the city. Our 4th of July, that park should have been packed with kids and families. It should have been packed. Mind you, it is hot, but you know what? So was the Avi, and the Avi was packed with people. We need something in our city to get people out. I mean, our kids, they got no place to go. They got a skate park. That's it. It got nice and painted. Okay, that's fine. It's done.
Well, here's some nice news coming out of Texas, Henry. You'll enjoy this.
Okay.
There was a satanic temple who created a lawsuit against Texas and their abortion laws.
Right.
And they sued the state of Texas, claiming that the state law violates their religious freedom to abortion rituals. It was, yeah, you heard me. It violates their religious freedom to abortion rituals. Anyway, a federal judge in the Southern District of Texas dismissed a lawsuit by the Satanic Temple that claimed the state's abortion laws violate their religious freedom to perform abortion rituals. The lawsuit was filed on behalf of the Satanic Temple member Ann Doe and argued that Texas' strict abortion laws violated their right to a religious accommodation of its members to engage in an abortion ritual under the Texas Religious Freedom Restoration Act. How silly. Yes, we do. And maybe everybody will hear him. The Raw, you are on the air. Good evening.
Yeah. You guys need to take that Denny's and Needles and turn it into a homeless camp.
Yes. but there's no bathrooms in there.
But there's no bathrooms.
Forget it then.
Make them shit in the sink.
Well, you got the water buffalo. You can always haul one of those and rotate them in. I don't know, but I heard the last thing I heard Henry, Councilmember Longbreak, there talking about that damn Denny's. I even heard about it from here in Longview, Washington.
Yeah,
yep.
And it sounds like it's like a football that gets kicked around every couple of years.
Yep.
You're not alone, Councilmember Longbreak. You're not alone, brother. All over to have these dumbass projects that just never come to fruition. Oh my God. I can think of
Ford had something similar here in Bullhead City. Right now, it's finally open, the Holiday Inn Express. For years and years and years, it was promised that there was going to be a Holiday Inn Express. There was going to be this giant water park there, giant convention center, and the city. It was city-owned property. Number one.
Oh, that one by Lowe's?
Yes, the one by Lowe's.
Wow.
And originally, the developer approached the city, grandiose plans, going to have this huge water park, 150 rooms, huge convention center. You can have your meetings here and all this stuff like here. And all we need to do is have access to the park. Well, the sweetheart deal that was given to this guy was rent for this land for $1 a year forever.
Corporate welfare or corporate
big time corporate welfare. Now, the guy went broke trying to get funding for years and years and years and years and years, and yet the city couldn't do anything with the land because they'd already signed the lease to this guy for $1 a year for eternity. And
you see what the city manager form of government brings us? Shit like this,
Exactly. And now they have the Holiday Inn Express up there, which boasts I don't know how many rooms. and a dinky splash pad that they call a swimming pool, and no convention center. So it was
for $1 a month.
For $1 a month.
I mean, a year or whatever it is.
$1. Well, yeah, $1 a year. And, so, oh yeah, sure they get their room tax.
Right.
But after that, nothing. I cruise by the place and it's empty half the damn time.
Yeah.
So it's going to be Holiday Inn has been in Bullhead City, I don't know, about 6 or 7 times. And every time.
Hey, what kind of a meetings are they having in Bullhead City, Miss Rob? What possibly could be like? Is this an economic development hub, or who are these movers and shakers that are having these meetings?
Bullhead City. All right, let's take a look at our airport. This will explain everything to you. Okay, the name of our local airport is the Laughlin Bullhead International Airport. All right, it is a 1-runway small municipal airport that has
Land Air Force One.
That has delusions of fucking grandeur.
Yeah, they can't take off in the summer because it's too heavy.
We've got what? 3 or 4 days here of 120 degree plus weather where airplanes are not going to be able to take off in the middle of the day, because
I don't see how you guys live there. It's like living in the third armpit of hell, or some kind of a place where.
I mean, we the elevation here is 500 feet, and I believe that every crack we have in the road is a crack straight to hell, and that's where we get our heat.
Every once in a while, you can see demons coming out of it.
If you ask anybody else around there, they'll shake their head and agree with you. Yeah, it sure is.
Pretty much.
But no, we have delusions of grandeur around here, big time.
Yeah.
And we want to be bigger than we are. Well, fine. Growth is fine. But the way they went around it, they especially with that stupid ass airport. I mean, they got was it American Airlines or something like that to come in and provide scheduled service. That'd be once a day.
Are those like puddle jumpers, or are they like?
This was an actual 98 person commuter jet that flew from here to Phoenix and then Phoenix to back once a day. Now, once a damn day. The problem with it, and the reason it died, is that flight never connected with any other flights out of Phoenix.
Oh, wow.
You had to wait an entire day, more than 12 hours, to get on your flight going someplace. If you were making
fuck that.
Why didn't they connect it with Vegas? Vegas, they're going out all the time.
Henry, that's a damn good fucking question. The question was, why didn't they run a puddle jumper 3 times a day to Vegas?
Vegas 100 miles away.
That's what I'm thinking. Without fucking mouth.
Sense, Henry.
That would make better sense.
Are these run by a bunch of army guys?
No, no, it was run by people who got schnookered. Now,
I'm just making a joke about the army. So.
I hear you. But the minute that the subsidies ran out, guess what American Airlines did?
Bye.
Got the fuck out of town.
They packed up all their shit and they left.
Because they got some pretty heavy duty subsidies.
Yeah.
They got really heavy duty subsidies to come in here and do this. And
so what was it now I remember listening to the afternoon drive-through, and he kept talking about there was a lot of houses and stuff like that, or housing developments and stuff like. So I was thinking that there was some kind of a small economic development boom in your guys' neck of the woods a couple of years ago. I've been listening and paying attention to that region of America for about 5 years now.
Well, there of course
And,
there's Laughlin Ranch that took off. It was being developed when I first moved here, and it was a big development. They had real grandiose plans. They were building these very nice houses, selling in upwards of $250,000 to $400,000 a house in private gated communities, and they actually ended up selling a lot of it.
Yes.
However, here comes the real problem. The houses were cheaply built. People got in them and realized that they got took, and then of course the housing market crashed and when it crashed, well, I'll tell you what, it really hurt Bullhead City very hard.
Got too many real estate agents making money, huh? That's like the number one job.
Yeah.
Everybody's selling real estate.
Well, here's the thing. All right, when I moved to Bullhead City 22 years ago, just a bare patch of desert was going to run you $15,000 to $20,000, and that was an acre. The house that I'm in now, we overpaid the family. We paid $75,000 for it. That's the house and the land. Next door, my parents purchased that house just for a little bit under $95,000, I think, and now the land that I'm sitting on and the land next door is well over $120,000. The house next door is stick built, so it's closer to $250,000. It's just a 2-bedroom rancher.
God.
Yeah, it's just a 2-bedroom rancher.
I'm going to live in a van down by the river.
I'm going to live in a van down by the river, exactly. And the property rates around here are absolutely fucking ridiculous. They really are. There's no reason for it to cost that much, but it does. It does, because we have one of the things is we're experiencing here is the evacuation from California.
Right.
And they sell their houses there for $1 million plus. They're flushed with money. They come in here, they spend a quarter of what they made from their house in California.
Nice big boats and trucks and
they have money to burn when they come in here, and they retire here. It's fine. That's great. It's wonderful. But the problem is it raises the property costs up to a point where, it becomes really unaffordable for working, living families. Anyway, Chuck, we are out of time, my friend.
We are.
Okay, I guess so. Are you going to do this again this week, or what's going on with your schedule?
Well, my schedule, we'll be back on Saturday, 3 p.m. on KTOX, and then Sunday, 2 to 4 p.m. And
you're not going to do a special Thursday? Is today Thursday? What's today? Tuesday. Okay,
today's Tuesday. Yeah. No, I'm leaving town tomorrow. I've got to go up to Nellis Air Force Base for groceries and an appointment. And I've got some other things coming up this week that I need to.
And next week there's no show.
All right, we'll see you all set. See you, Council Member Longbreak. I will
Rob.
talk to you hopefully on Saturday.
Yep.
All right.
And then, of course, next Tuesday night, there is no show because I will be recovering from oral surgery.
She said oral.
Oral. Yeah. They're gonna stick metal things in my mouth.
Not flesh things.
All right, man. We'll see you later.
If I'm out cold, Henry, I don't care what the fuck they stick in my mouth. Anyway, thanks, Chuck. Talk to you later. Bye. Oh my goodness gracious me. It is the end of the Raw. I'm glad everybody was able to tune in.
I'm glad I was able to stay. I didn't think I was going to be able to an hour ago.
Oh, you did great, Henry. You did great. Anyway, it is the Raw. We'll see you next week. We won't see you next week because
see you Saturday on KTOX.
KTOX, and here on Rumble, it's the Miss Rob Hansel radio program. And go out there and make the world a better place, please.
I'm on the right track, baby. I was born this way.
drag, just be a queen. Don't be a drag, just be a queen. Don't be a drag, just be a queen.
Avast, ye scallywags, is another pirate production.